Oh, hi. Vax, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, you want to dance? I know you do. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dragons of Cats, and I am the wonderful Cats of Dragons. I'm your DM tonight for Dragons Brew D&D. I'm also a wonderful classical dancer, as you plainly saw before. We're also going to be running this game 100% for charity for the Starlight Children's Foundation, a wonderful organization that brings light to the lives of seriously ill children and their families. When a once bright life becomes dull by needles, hospital visits, and painful treatments, Starlight helps those 6 kids forget about their illnesses and rediscover the joys of childhood. How can you help? Well, if possible, with your kind donations, you can help out our players as well. At the end of the month, we're going to deposit a lump sum towards the Starlight Children's Foundation. So how can you help? Your donations also go towards our players, such as giving maybe $1. You can give someone a D10 healing dice. $2, 2 strikes. Give someone a natural... Well, not a natural 20, but gives them an advantage. $5 gives them a natural 20. And $25 gives them a wondrous uncommon magic item. So, just to let you know who we're playing with tonight, we have the wonderful... Yeah, let's start with Joygasm, because we got a lot going on tonight, man. We got a lot.
Yeah, I'm already role-playing. I'm in the jungle as in game. Just to, so I planted some trees in my room just to feel it out before I came in the jungle of Chult. And as you can see, I hope you can see. No, you can't see actually. When we transition over, you'll see it. We have a love triangle going on here. I've met another Tabaxi. He hunted down a T-Rex in style. While looking stylish, I must admit. And he looks very similar to myself. The dark-haired Tabaxi, ripped muscles, Can't really tell under that fur, but I can tell.
Who's the other person?
And the other person is my brother. So there's going to be a love triangle here. He's going to see... This is more a prediction. He's going to see me and this other Tabaxi bonding, and he's going to feel not dead inside. He's going to feel a bit of heartbreak going, oh, that was my brother once. I can't let him have this. It's like, no, Belvin. We can love each other all together. It's okay.
I love you.
That can be a side story, like a non-canon kind of anime love triangle.
Nah, it's canon.
Short series.
It's canon.
The love triangle is he in love with Belvin then?
It's a love triangle.
We'll find out.
Love pyramid.
Viridian helps out with that.
Yeah, Viridian will fill in the blanks of that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
But yeah, my crown has led me in this direction. So it pulsated, it blinked, and we came this way, and then we found the guy. So we have to find out if he is the reason behind the connection.
With us also tonight is the wonderful brother of said Tabaxi, quote, brother, played by the wonderful BM Curfew. Tell us about yourself and who you're playing.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brad, playing Belvin, the human paladin. The brother of Sandstorm, as Belvin's family picked Sandstorm up when he was in need, when he was a kid, a child.
But poor boy.
A kitten. And yeah, I think we escaped a pretty dire situation last episode, which was good. I'm glad that nobody died.
Me too.
No, you weren't, Carl. Stop lying to us. But yeah, no. I'm excited to see what happens here.
Cool. With us also tonight is the pro board with the pro spot out there in the world. Look at those arms blending right on in of the backdrop. Oof. Don't need a green screen, man.
Fuck. Hello, I'm Rob, and I'm playing the Druid Asimir named Ikram, and last week the only thing I remember I did was I turned into a bear and sat on a lich while everyone else killed it.
At the same time, you also had some wonderful lore discovered about yourself over the last couple of sessions as well.
Yeah, and I'm also a demigod, or I was a demigod, and Angel is basically filling me in on my shitty past of me being heaps vain and
Your guardian.
and how I have 2 other plates that I need to go and find and see what happens.
And the cutlery.
And the cutlery.
And the cutlery. Yeah, the god cutlery.
Bringing along the knives and forks in the picnic cube is the wonderful Boneweave playing. Who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling Illusion Wizard. So yeah, last time, I think the only thing we didn't cover is we found out a little bit of the cultists' plans. They're looking for some magical item to revive a dragon.
The Eye of Zoltek.
That's the one. And then we set off the alarm, and we jumped off the giant floating potato and got chased by a lich. We proceeded to beat up.
Ah, the potato.
Yes.
Forgot about the potato.
We can go back and harvest it later.
And their plan was to summon Ormalogos, the Needle, the first green dragon of existence. With us also tonight, playing the role of Angel, is our wonderful guest, Tree-Hugging Druid.
Hi, I'm Journey Druid. I play Angel, or Ismar's Celestial Warlock. She's just a lore bot. Let's be honest, that's all she is. She is.
She's had some really cool moments, but she's had some really cool moments.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. That doesn't cheapen it at all. All right, and I am your humble DM, Dragons Are Cats. So let's bring us back into the red-hot story that is Dragon's Brew D&D. And if you turn your attention to our screen right now, you will see the happy Tabaxi, quote, lovebirds meeting for the first time. On our left, we have this Tabaxi Hunter from out of nowhere, and this leopard print basically has a leopard skin tied around his himself, around his neck, like a little cloak. He has a turtle shell on his shoulder, along with some strangely sourced leather plates around his chest. Leather plating around his shins and upper calves and thighs. Wearing a bit of a tunic made from some form of silk. At the same time, around his crown, around his turtle shell on his shoulder, there's a very decorative platinum crown with what seems to be spots where gemstones should sitting, and it kind of pulses with a bit of an arcane glow. He also holds this bow. With each arrow he shoots at the successful hits onto our Tyrannosaurus, illuminated the Tyrannosaurus. This huge creature of feathers and a massive frontal horn. Roar. Mr. Tabaxi proclaimed out, "I have you now, feathers. You are mine." Ha ha! And then jumped off the edge of this cliff up over to his left, just up over this way, and disappeared without a trace into the bush, into the forest and bushes. To our right, we have a sandstorm. our party's rogue, who vanishes into the shadows. Because he's a cat. Holds his vengeance in the form of a symbolic dagger. And he will get revenge against Lenrath and the Cult of the Dragon for everything they've done against him, his family, and those they've wronged. Now, as we come back into tonight's little session, I'd like all of you to roll initiative.
Straight into it, eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Is
Make
this
sure
like
you select your characters.
It's like talking initiative.
See, Rob, see what happens when you select your character. You actually roll.
Oh my god!
my
Holy
character was
shit.
so big, it was hard
First day
to...
of Vikram's life.
Gonna have to get rid of the arrow, unfortunately. I know it's a piece of art.
Just put
I
the arrow
know.
on the T-Rex.
Yeah, I'll just put the arrow in the T-Rex. Yeah, cool.
It's gone now.
Oh no.
But we still have a giant sandstorm.
Yeah, why is Sandstorm? It's huge.
Not no more. He's a little.
That's bad.
The bigger you are, the more responsibility.
He's
I believe that was gargantuan.
I was gonna say there is a spell for it. Does Angel know this?
I don't know. Angel knows a lot though.
Exactly. Give us more.
Give us all the secrets.
I mean, she can't tell you all of her secrets, man.
All the secrets.
Exactly. Okay, let's bring up the initiative.
King of
All
feathers
right.
and bag of nails.
Yep.
Wonder which one's which.
Do we know what we're in initiative for?
The fucking big
fucking
dinosaur.
T-Rex.
Because as we left off last,
thought he might-
Yeah, I have no idea.
I thought he
I don't know
might
what-
shot it, eh?
No, but as we left off last session, out of the jungle, this massive T-Rex of green, forest green skin with these orange patches of scales and these orange feathers, this massive horn along its muzzle as well, came roaring out and looking at you. It then received 3 arrows to its flank on its right-hand side. 3 of those arrows began to glow with fairy light, illuminating it and making it a much easier target on this cloudy afternoon as thunderstorms threaten to pour down on you overhead in this humid jungle path that you're following on, that the crown's leading you down. As the T-Rex has just been struck boom, 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 by the arrows, it just lets out a life-threatening roar. Ikram, you're up.
How's it looking after that attack? Is it just angry, or is it still?
It looks incredibly pissed off, and there is a lot of blood dripping from down its flank, just along its belly, the length of its belly, kind of all oozing down and just flowing out of it.
Okay.
He's not completely staggered, but he's just been like severely wounded.
Pokeball range.
I'm gonna cast Dominate Beast.
Oh yeah.
As it,
I'm gonna do like the old Jurassic World where he's kind of doing it to the raptors, like easy, easy.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
You eat me.
as it roars and it notices you trying to push your will onto it, it looks down at you and you see the monstrous eyes it has. Instead of like a normal slit pupil, you see that there are 3, and they all kind of just bunch in together to stare at you. You see that what seems to be beetles are flying in and around its mouth and under its feathers. Swarm.
What? So it's
Yeah.
undead.
It's like no, it's more. Make a nature check.
So it's not a beast.
This is more of
Hot
some
dice tonight, boys.
hot dice is on. Get those good rolls out of the way for me. You realize this is more of a monstrosity with
Well, that was a waste of a spell.
with its such huge raw power, what you can feel like, and the natural energies that come from it, just emanating from its mouth and from the feathers. Actually, you can feel it's like a gathering of this magical force that brings together smaller insects, smaller bugs, and basically its eyes tell you that tells you that it can see what may not be there.
It's hallucinating.
Yeah. And he's like, I gotta get what
Eating
he's
too many
on.
mushrooms.
Where did you get?
Bro, what you want?
You couldn't control it, or you could control it.
No.
I can't
Good
control it
No.
because it's not a beast. It's a monstrosity.
You have a master ball. You can.
So in future, are dinosaurs deemed as beasts, or are they?
Yes, in
Okay.
future, dinosaurs are deemed as beasts. Hey, Calamity!
Regular dinosaurs, though.
Yeah.
Regular dinos.
How's Angel doing on health?
Everyone's quite all right. This is your afternoon walk through the jungle, following this trail.
Well, that was a fucking waste of an action, wasn't it?
No, now we know. We know you can.
I'm gonna cast Create Item and create a tennis ball and throw it.
And throw it to him.
Say fetch. Yeah,
How far can you throw?
60 foot, I'm assuming.
Oh, it's far.
I don't know. How good's your arm?
You see this monstrosity of a T-Rex. Its head goes. At this new sudden threat and this new thing that's registered on its on some sort of mover gauge has just gone woof, really quickly. It's kind of gotten its attention. Very nice, very nice. With that, you actually hear, Ikram, the rustle of between the brushes and trees up above you on this cliff up top around here. Nope, let me point up here. Then hanging upside down from one of the tree branches is this Tabaxi. This has got basically two arrows locked in, knocked and loaded. Lets loose on both of them towards the prey.
Would you say this creature's unnatural in the sense of like, it's not something I would be inclined to protect, being a monstrosity?
This, you feel this is something more or less has been. The natural order has more or less not gone to course here, as it's
mutated.
Some-
or something.
It's
Yeah,
mutated.
okay.
That's the word. It's mutated from what its original state.
So it's not
an
something
intended
that I'd
state.
be comfortable with.
It's not really natural.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not really
okay.
natural. It's something that's evolved beyond due to some sort of magical interference.
Okay, so it wouldn't be something I'd be inclined to save then.
Yeah. As our wonderful bag of nails takes 2 shots, these arrows strike down.
Did we get his name? Is that his name?
You don't know what his name is.
You just said it.
I did, and that was an accident.
I was like, shit, okay, it's made a good out of it. Well, you said that in game.
I did say it in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is.
He just said nails.
He's just narrating, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just narrating.
Okay.
This Tabaxi then, his tail lets loose as he kind of flips down and then looks down on the side and then peers over at you all and just stares. And then his shoulder is kind of nudged and pulled forward towards Sandstorm. And he looks at his shoulder, then he looks at the Tabaxi and goes, "Fair brother!" And then just gives you a glare.
Ooh. Brother.
You feel the butterflies in your stomach,
I
man?
look over at my other brother. See if there's any jealousy. Nah. It's just like I'm being non-canon and canon within the same thing. What I actually do though, I look at him and I instantly just go, challenge is on. And I instantly feel like there's a little inner challenge between me and him, and I have to kind of show off my skills.
He's going to make a wisdom check. He looks at you as you give him this, have your blades pulled out and at the ready. He gives you this look of like, okay, it's on.
Oh, yeah.
And goes to step back, but hits the tree, and then it's like,
Haha,
but
got
then
it.
begins to vanish a little bit into the. Actually, no. What's your passive perception?
It's 12.
Okay, so to you, he basically just moves back into shadows, into the bushes itself.
Oh, so I don't see
Looks
him.
back, yeah.
himself.
He vanishes from sight. He also vanishes from sight from
Wow.
Ikram as well, and Casimir, basically from the party.
Wow.
Ikram's got good passive perception.
I know he's got a passive perception of 22.
Okay.
Wow.
Just making
Like,
sure. So he actually rolled good.
I've got a 24.
Oh, well then, Ikram, you're the only one who notices him begin to back away into the trees before the ledge blocks your view of him completely.
I don't care.
so,
All that hard work for nothing.
so now we're having a stealth off, are we?
You can make a check on your turn, but first
Steph.
of all, we have Belvin.
Oh, yeah, I can hide better.
Belvin.
Right. So,
Fucking Meg.
Hi, Viz. I love it.
fuck. This thing's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
God damn. Belvin is kind of just gonna stand like in front of everybody else, kind of trying to block the path, sort of thing. And he's gonna grab his holy symbol around his neck, and do a vow of enmity towards it.
Ooh. Yep.
I vow to slay down this beast to protect my comrades. And then he's gonna go bless. He's gonna use bless on.
On.
You get 3 targets, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't bless the other fucking cat. You can't say it, so you can't bless, right? There's 3 others, you said? Oh no, there's 4 of us, never mind.
4 of us.
I was just like, isn't there 3 houses at our decision? I was like, what's going on here?
Good bless the dinosaur.
I mean, you can
I would
technically
do
cast it at 1 level up.
I was gonna say,
and bless everybody.
I was reading that just then.
He doesn't want to make
I'll cast it at level 2.
his favorites.
So I
shit.
can bless everybody.
To be honest, though, I don't think Angel needs to be blessed.
Yeah, isn't she already blessed?
Isn't she like just...
We got the Midas touch, let's just say that. Alright.
It is always nice to bless people, though.
Absolutely. Okay, so you bless the entire party.
And then that's pretty much just like the shield at the ready.
Okay, wonderful.
Not really ready in action, but just
Okay.
What look.
Yeah. You pull your shield up and just in a defensive stance, ready to take on whatever's going to come your way. Casimir.
Trampled.
Alrighty. I'm going to... I'll just move up like some flat with the cliff face, essentially. Because we know there's someone above us, so I don't really want to... We don't know who it is, so I don't want to expose myself. And I'm going to cast Grease at the feet of the T-Rex.
Nice.
So 10-foot cube just under his feet. And he has to make a dex save.
Very good, very good.
He is, the harder he falls.
Okay.
If he's taller than 10 feet, does he take falling damage when it falls over?
Oh, he's a pretty big boy. He's a big boy.
Just don't stand under it.
All right, so he's gonna make a dex save for us. All right, Onya.
He falls over.
He falls over.
So now he's prone.
As the poor Tabaxi was just standing there, and then suddenly underneath his feet on the grass and on the stone and on the path as he's coming out of, he's just and then whoop, onto his side, crashing down prone.
And that is my turn.
Very nice. Sunstorm, it's now your turn. This thing is prone.
Okay. So prone, you actually get I know how to deal with prone now.
Yeah.
But even though he's so big, do you still get a disadvantage?
Not if you throw, but if you
If you shoot an arrow.
If it's a ranged attack.
If it's a range attack, it'll be disadvantage still. But if you're
He's a big boy though.
if you're just going in with daggers, it'll be advantage.
Yeah. It's like
It's really tall and long, but it's like a piece of paper thin.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, come on, there's gotta be exceptions. Like, if it's like a bloody, if it's a spear,
Yeah, look, this is a
if
huge.
it's Voltorb on the ground, and all of a sudden somehow he's prone. He's still the same thing, right? It doesn't change.
Did you say a Voltorb?
But technically, in D&D,
It's Electrode.
What do you think
Well,
evolves into
Evolve.
into Electrode, mate?
They're the same thing.
Voltorb evolves Electrode.
Excuse me, son?
I mean, didn't you say if Voltorb's upside down, then he's still upside down?
They're round. Is
No,
the point.
sorry. Sorry, you're
All right. So if Rob,
I said
if Rob
prone.
I'm
falls
giving you shit.
prone, is he the same dimension as if he's standing up? Because he's round.
Probably.
There's technically less of him to hit if he's left down.
I would say, like in D&D rules, there's flaws. That's all.
So yeah, this guy was facing towards you, directly standing up, and now he's just going, and like he's half covered by plants.
Can
and,
I do
like,
a check
trees.
to see, use my feline senses to sense the other cat?
Yeah, you can make a perception check or an insight check.
Just how much was more.
Ooh. So you realize after he walked away, and after you had shown your resolve, you felt like his eye was trained on you now, as if you had just issued a challenge in a way.
Is he? Do I know where he is right now?
No, you don't.
So that I can't do any checks.
You can make a perception check to try to see him, but at the current time, you can't.
I want to try. I'm gonna glare back to where I last saw him to make just sort of get his attention if he is out there. Just sort of like pull out my my dagger of vengeance, and then I let the some of the energy spark up, and as I do that, it's my cape flutters through the energy, and I look behind, and then like I actually do a look behind. So he's in his general area. I would hope he's in general area. So I'm looking at that general area, and there's this energy pops the cape up. It covers my face where he would see it, and then that is when I throw my dagger at the dinosaur. So it's one of those,
Yeah, so it's a cape. As the electricity sparks up from your dagger being thrown just across through the air, the cape comes across, and then dagger flying out and a bolt of lightning following it. Make your attack roll at a disadvantage.
And I want to go. Yeah, I want to go. See, that's the thing. Style. You try to get style points, but then the game goes against you, doesn't it?
I am going to give you inspiration for that, so that was cool.
Oh, look, inspiration's been used. Fantastic. And I'm going to go straight at the nostril.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm going to try to get right on that guy. So yeah, I pretty much was just trying to get his attention, and try to look as cool as I could, because I'm trying to get some Tabaxi dominance here, as you normally would. So you're like, whoa, felines in the.
Would know, mate. I'm not Tabaxi.
Yeah, sorry, you don't know. But if you saw another a wizard fucking
Mate, I'd whiz him off.
What's your called? Fucking... What's your fucking race called again?
Tiefling.
Tiefling. I was just like, what are you getting? What are you getting, brother? If you saw another tiefling wizard, you would totally act the exact same way.
Nah, I'd already know I'm better than him.
Get out of here. Okay, so I do that, and we'll see if I actually can
hit.
Do the first move. Tabaxi at disadvantage.
Has he got
Do
bless?
I get a bless or something? Yeah.
Yeah, you got bless.
How much is your bless, Brad?
Bless was you roll a d4.
D4.
Alright, roll a d4.
Okay.
All right, so that is as you throw your dagger, it bling into the horn as it's flailing there.
Oh, yes.
And you appear right on top of its head, on its horn, the big horn on its head.
So you know
That's
exactly
kind
what
of
I'm doing right
brilliant.
now. I'm doing Monster Hunter style right now.
Yeah.
I might rhyme this thing. And then as I'm doing that, I'm going to get my other dagger out and just do another jab as where I can.
Nice. Okay, now you got advantage on that roll.
Oh. And like, is anyone within 5 foot? I can't tell.
Nope.
No.
But you have advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I get advantage, I get sneak attack.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a rule. I think
Advantage,
if you have
or if you have an ally within 5
or
feet.
an
of it.
ally of 5 foot. I think so.
Okay. Yep. Do the thing.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. And
Oh,
now-
very nice. That's
now
gonna hit.
Let's get the real damage out now.
Nice.
Sweet, that's a good rolls.
Very
Okay, and I'm just gonna hold on.
You went real Scottish.
Did I?
Yeah. So as you stab him from on, you bring the dragon tooth of Lareth down and cut in across the length of the creature's muzzle. It rolls in pain. This thing then rolls up towards its side and tries to get back up. It's got to make a dex check, does it? Should have to.
You can't grapple a dino, can you?
You're technically on top of it.
So it's prone, so it has to use half its movement to get up, but it's difficult terrain, so it has to use all its movement to get up.
So it's going to use all of its movement to get up, pretty much. So
And then if it ends its turn, it has to make another dex save.
and it races, basically looks at you all and just lets out a massive roar, and you see the feathers on it basically flutter and shift as you see a swarm of locusts come out.
Lucky we've got insect repellent on.
Back.
Yay, welcome back. You okay?
My internet looks like is being stupid.
Just in time.
Okay. So, as it summons the swarm, it then fills the area with just around Belvin. So 20 feet out from Belvin. And that's its turn. Angel, your turn.
Angel is going to do a thing.
Dex save.
And
It falls back over.
so you'd like to do that thing, please?
Hold
You like
the
to do the thing?
monster.
Hold monster. Wisdom saving throw, please. DC 19.
Ooh, very nice. Yes, of course. Bam. And at that, it basically goes, stops roaring, just. And as these locusts swirl in around Belvoir, they suddenly just stop. As their little clickers are like inches away from Belvin's face before basically consuming him in a cloud. And it's just. You have held the monster.
And then I'm gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Blows in the
What is
divine
shillelagh?
radiance. You used to use it all the time.
Sounds like a dance.
You have it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you pronounced it? I don't know what I used to call it.
Shillelagh. You used to say the exact same thing.
Say
Did I
shillelagh.
say shillelagh?
Watch me, shillelagh.
No, I feel dumb.
You used to say it all the time. Oh, you always say that, I think.
It was like your go-to spell.
I think you said it slightly different, but it was pretty close.
You still use
And-
the crippler, right?
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah, that's what the
that
crit. Yeah,
is
got
my turn.
Ikram, it's now your turn.
it. Are these bugs surrounding Belvin attackable?
They are attackable indeed.
All right, I'm going to move over to Belvin and just be like, so gay. And just say, my turn, and then I use scattered form, and I change into another horde of insects and attack those insects.
A little insect war.
That's Naruto.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's like an Ant-Man battle. Everything's like epic, but it's tiny
Can
scale.
you change the colours there?
yeah, we're going to change it to red. As these red beetles just explode out from Ikram.
It's like
Each of
it's
them-
like the Avengers, like between the demons and fucking what are they called? The Wakanda people. It's that epic, but it's kind of like
The Wakandans?
proportion.
Yeah.
The
I guess
Wakanda people.
Yeah, I actually never heard of them refer to themselves as many. What
It's
is
like
it?
their countrymen.
Wakandarians.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not with the
People got it? All right.
naming convention.
So what I want you to do just for that, I want you to roll 2d10.
Okay.
This is hilarious. Like, do we get the roll for each bug?
All right, so 15. So as your swarm collides with their swarm in this small scale war,
This could be a whole different. Can we just like role play as a bugs and like?
yeah, that's it. That's gonna be the rest of the session.
Charge!
It would be like ants or bugs life
Yeah,
series.
that's what I said. It's like Ant-Man though. All in
yeah.
small scale
I was
fights.
thinking like bugs life, and we'll have like a storyline.
All right, your
Did I succeed?
your swarm begins to overrun these locusts, and they begin to start dropping down around the ground. As Belvin shields himself from a bit, but realizes that a lot of the red insects are flying around him, basically protecting him as well. While
They're gonna
a
be
lot of
ladybugs.
others, yeah, they're ladybugs. These ladybugs are flying around.
How are they
and
beating them then as ladybugs?
They're
You
big
saw
Because
some
the
ladybugs.
bugs life.
destroying them. They are destroying them as they tuck their wings in and then pivot their shells, and their shells just bludgeon them to death and just knock them out of the air as these locusts just go. Cool. Wow. Have inspiration for that.
That's so good, so
I
creative.
think I've already got one. Oh, I do. Shit.
Oh.
Just add to it.
I use double inspiration. Can I give it to someone?
You. No.
It was so close.
It's like, yeah,
Like,
nah.
Sorry, you thought about it. It was maybe
Yeah,
not.
nah.
All right, so through the trees, Ikram, while you're distracted a little bit, you do see the form of this Tabaxi Hunter. The strange thing is now, his fur is now leopard color,
All
and
of his fur.
all of his fur is now leopard color, and the leopard skin around his neck that is tied around, that kind of resembles a cloak is now all black fur.
That's cool
Oh
as.
my god, he's
That-
pour the face. Where's the
That's
skin of his enemies?
That's fucking awesome.
That's pretty sick.
That's awesome. That is really cool. I want that. I need it.
Yeah, that's my turn as well.
Alright. So at this point, he's going to. You see him just come out and basically has an arrow already pulled back as he's aiming it up for Sandstorm. You can tell it's Sandstorm because Sandstorm's riding up and he's moving his bow with the form of Sandstorm and then
What?
lets loose against Sandstorm.
Can I react to this at all? I'll just have to roll for it. Oh, fuck.
26. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
That's a sick roll.
Is it so? What the fuck?
What's your access prone to, by the way?
This is a legit challenge. This is like definitely like Black Panther. We're challenging each other now.
Pretty sure this isn't a fair trial.
No, it's
He's just taking a cheap shot.
he is. I just attacked the damn dinosaur. Well, that's what happens in Black Panther too, right? Like, it's a cheap shot.
So you take 14 points of piercing damage, 2
Okay.
points of radiant damage, and also 18 on the sneak attack.
I should have hid. The one time I don't hide, guys.
Uncanny
The one
dodge.
time. Oh yeah, I haven't used Uncanny Dodge for ages. Haven't got hit.
Now you
I
have.
have I have an ability when I actually get hit for once.
Ooh.
Uncanny Dodge. Let me just go back.
You're half the damage from
You're
a
half
weapon
the
attack,
damage.
essentially.
And then if I roll,
Except
you
for the
said-
radiant.
What was I rolling for?
Dex save, as his arrows scraped past, basically sort of scraped past you.
Pretty good.
So yeah, I want to take half of that. Okay.
Okay, so
This bastard. Okay. I'm just gonna take that arrow. Where did it hit me?
I'm going to say on your shoulder.
Is it stuck in or just skimmed, like went past?
To the point where you can just basically easily yank it out. It's not far in at all, but you can feel the weight and the burn from it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go pull it out, and I'm just gonna snap it in half and look at him and go, "Is that all you got?" Well, I don't say that, but I give that look off.
As you snap it,
It's a specific
another
look.
arrow.
Yeah.
As you snap it, another arrow sinks into your thigh.
Oh, that's right. He has 3 shots. I forgot about that.
He's like, no, that's not all I got.
And now you can make another dexterity saving throw.
I made a challenge, I guess, but like, could have at least waited.
He steps out. You can see him there, and he looks at you and goes and yells, "This is not the biggest prey I've hunted. This is the true predator's hunt." And you see his fur then shift back into the black fur tabaxi. And with that, I need you to make a perception check.
Yes, fucking cloaking devices on me.
He has a cloak of cloaking.
He's got a look of madness to his eyes, but he's also got on his forehead, like a burn mark, this symbol.
It's the love triangle.
Let me just check my notes.
Belvin has to kill him then, for the triangle.
Now, for a second, you think, hey, it's very similar to...
Is the crown got that symbol?
No, the crown does not have that symbol.
Does the cube have it?
I've seen something with the yeah.
You know,
a
lot of the undead have this triangle on them, on their head. So that sort of triangle sigil on their head that glows purple. This is more of a done to self, like a brand,
Yeah.
like a mark.
And I don't recognize this at all. Or...
Make an intelligence check. Nope,
No, definitely don't.
definitely not. But you do get the sense that his prey has now turned from this large beast he was hunting to more elegant game. Something that could give him a real challenge.
So, can I
Something that's another cat and not the
can
rest
I
of the
sense
party,
if this is like for real? Like he later on the kill, or this is like challenge like
With your perception check, yeah, he's dead set, and he's
dead
going.
set wants to kill me. Like,
Yeah,
He's on.
you're the new prey.
oh crap!
And with that, he disappears back into the woods.
Okay, well, here we go, guys. Now it's time to get the crits going.
Belvin, you are surrounded by bugs.
I'm just gonna kind of just charge through.
More smart, more safe, more team.
Charge through to where the big dinosaur
The prone
was.
dino. Don't go in the grease though. At least I don't recommend it.
And seeing that the big dinosaur is pretty much on the ground and not moving, I'm gonna just make an attack on it.
Oh yeah, all melee attacks are crits.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, get it done. We had the same deal last night in our unstreamed game. It was great.
There was a lot of damage done.
There was a lot of damage done. All right, so if you hit, you crit. You're also done an advantage if you hit.
Trying to think of where my crits are. How do I change it to its wizard crit?
You can change
go-
the crit range to 1. So essentially,
sounds amazing.
as long as the number's high enough, it'll be a crit.
How are we allowed to do this?
So you go into your character sheet, you go to the item or the item that you want to use, such as your Dagger of Vengeance. If you're going to use a crit, you just turn the crit range from 20 to 1.
So it always rolls a crit.
Yeah.
But how is Belvin doing that anyway?
Because it's held.
It's paralyzed.
It's basically paralyzed, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you get crits too, by the way, automatically. Nice.
Well, very easily so, yeah. Look at that damage.
Have advantage too. Just so you don't miss.
Was it?
You have advantage?
You've critted. You're fired. But yeah, roll it.
You
Roll
can
it.
still miss though.
You can still miss. That's fine. All right, so I'm gonna do math.
It's auto crit if you hit.
Ooh, actually, with that one strike, how do you want to do it?
Well, straight through the eyeball. And just a classic Belvin motion. I feel like he kills a lot of people this way. Just pretty much lifts up his sword and just...
Finish him.
The eye's looking up at the like in the direction of where you were, so it's like looking from where you've come from, and like take a second to just realize it's kind of helpless, and then you're just like, oh, and you kill it.
Another finishing blow by Belvin.
And the crowd goes wild. Woo.
How's my ride down this?
Yeah, it's already on the ground.
You can make a
Oh,
dexterity.
can it please be a Flintstones?
It's on the ground already.
Yeah, but I'm up above.
Yeah, make a dexterity check to see how you want to do it. As this creature is now just like, oh! It doesn't even cry out in pain. It just
just dead. Just limps.
actually, it doesn't even go limp because it's still held under the effects of the spell. And Sandstorm's kind of expecting a flail and a reaction, so he like jumps.
He's like, oh.
He jumps in preparation for it, but he's like, oh no. But then like he lands on his butt and goes boonk, boonk, into the ground.
Magic things. I blame that also on a arrow in my leg.
And and with that, the locust swarm disperses. Yeah, and as you land on the ground on your butt, there is just a hot rush of pain within your leg as you just
Belvin, after seeing Sandstorm just like jump off randomly, Belvin's gonna go over to Sandstorm and see the arrows, because Belvin wouldn't have seen him get shot, so
Yeah,
Surrounded by insects.
I just like, why? It must be so confusing. You're just like, what the fuck is that arrows?
like, what happened? What happened, Sandstorm?
I saw him, right? Yeah. The other Tabaxi. I think he wants to challenge me. Help me out, brother. What are these? Like, can I?
First, let's get these arrows out and patched up.
Can I just see if
I don't have enough. I don't have any more moves, so I can't do that for you. So unfortunately.
Can I go like? Am I good with poison and stuff?
You know a little bit about it, being a rogue.
You got poison in the kit, right?
I just want to do a quick investigation on like if it's being poisoned, these arrows. Just
make a very quick nature check.
Nature, damn it. Where are you, Ikra? Ah, God.
You don't think so? No, they got more of a static effect from them.
Okay.
And
Can I get Belvin to rip them out for us?
of course, but we can also rip it out to a massive shout out to Viridian Knight.
Damn.
Thank you so much, Viridian. You're the best.
Viridian.
Thank you for the donation of $100 dues.
Oh my God.
Clap faster, guys.
Let's throw some dragons up.
As fast as I can clap, okay?
Yeah, my hands don't move any faster. Faster!
Wait,
haste Belvin.
Isn't it like
Clap faster.
Like, yeah, like
You're not even clapping, you're just like flapping.
yeah. There's a way that they do it where they clap really quickly and they move their hands like.
Looks like having a seizure or something.
All right, so in following that, no, you don't think the arrows are poison. They have your blood on them. You don't have a coating or anything on it, but they do have a kind of singe to them.
So there's no other threats in the area apart from the unknown name Tabaxi.
For a second, yeah, and then you feel the drip, drip, pit, 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 as the rain begins to fall.
Okay, I'm gonna go get up, pull the arrow out.
Are we in
I mean,
initiative?
it's not your turn yet, so
Is it? But like I thought it's over. Like he's
no.
dead.
No, he's still in the bushes somewhere.
You're still in the
Oh
bushes.
no, I thought the dino's dead, but he's not
Yeah.
like.
Oh yeah, for the flavor, yeah, you can pull out that arrow. Yeah.
Is he not like he's against me though? But
Still
I don't.
initiative.
Mate, hurt our friend, hurt us.
Yeah, but I don't want you guys getting away with this, guys.
Yeah. Casimir, you look over and see that Sandstorm, yeah, he's been a bit injured.
Did I see
Strange.
the arrows come overhead? Like, I could have even heard him.
I don't know. He's pretty.
Yeah,
sick.
you do. You hear the.
Yeah, like I know that.
Yeah.
You know the sound of like arrows from a skilled hunter or such as well, not so much Ikram these days, but more Sandstorm's bow training when he does it. Very sneaky.
I usually hide. You didn't hear me.
Essentially, the point is, do I know that he shot Sandstorm?
Yeah, you don't think a T-Rex could have shot both.
Those are weird-looking teeth.
I think if you can work out other stuff as Casimir can do, I think you can work this one out.
Can do simple math.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
okay.
there's no other.
Oh my
conclusion.
god, he has an ability to shoot arrows out of his
Opens
God.
his mouth and shoots out arrows instead of bees.
Oh my god, the feathers are arrows.
Oh yeah, he was a combination, who knows?
Can I? I'll fly up then and have a look for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you said he's hidden, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of foliage in the way, so can I just kind of cold the whole area?
You can kind of call the whole area.
Because I know he's in there somewhere.
Burn it down.
You
I'll
just
freeze it down. So yeah,
you
I'll
just
trace
spray away.
like a magic symbol in the air, like a blue circle, and then take a big breath and just breathe out, and ice comes out of the circle.
With that small little from the circle, just like a aerosol spray can, just of frost that just then begins
I give him a frosty.
that then begins to turn the entire area into a little bit of a winter wonderland, to be honest.
So it is a 60-foot cone, I believe. Yep, 60-foot cone. Make a con save. How big's this map? Alright, it's pretty fucking big. It's like literally the entire forest area there.
Okay, so he's going to take some damage, as you can see.
32.
As you can see, cracks of ice breaking in between a couple of the trees.
Yeah, all the trees are frozen now.
Oh yeah, all the trees are frozen. But with that, out from where you saw the movement and the breaking of ice, you hear a fling, and as an arrow comes flying straight up towards you.
Ooh.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as an arrow strikes into your lower leg.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh no.
Your leg, your entire body then illuminates in fairy fire.
Oh.
Yellow,
Sounds like
burning flames.
That's a reaction attack or something, wasn't it?
It was very quick. It was a very quick shot he got off.
Then I'll fly back down below, like level where you can actually hit me. Like fly down the cliff a bit.
Get some protection. Cool.
How much is it? 10 damage.
Cool. And now it's time. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, that's all good.
All right, Sandstorm, you're up. You've removed these arrows. Belvin's helped you stand up.
Okay. I'm just thinking to myself, Sandstorm pretty much is thinking right now, do I want to play his game or do I, because I obviously want to know more what the hell's going on.
I mean,
So I obviously don't want to kill him. That's my end goal. I don't want to kill him, but I'm considering playing along with these little things going on here. You know, he reckons he can go against all of us right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is a way to. Have we still got that messaging to everyone thing?
just remember we got 3 people here that can heal.
And you do have your ring of messaging, and everyone's still within.
How does that work? Can you do multiple messages at once?
One person.
One
Just a
person.
cantrip.
I just want to be able to tell everyone without him hearing something.
So yeah, you can whisper it into your ring and then tell one person
And
as a bonus action.
can anyone do that? Can anyone message everyone else?
You know, Casimir can send off sending spells.
Sending all the time though.
And you know that Angel was able to cast a spell that allowed you to communicate telepathically.
Is that still activated?
No, that was 4 days ago.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just going to get up and go to Belvin. We're going to play his game. But we will know more. We'll keep him alive. Just like, I want to make sure like someone knows that like, our goal's not to kill this guy.
But you'd know we can knock him unconscious and
Yeah,
heal
yeah.
him back to...
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
We don't
know
have
we
to
can-
kill him outright.
yeah. But I want to play along with this guy because that's what Sandstorm wants to do. So what I'm going to do... So he's invisible right now, right?
Yeah, he's hidden within the frozen forest. That's now up there.
Okay.
Is he blending in with the frozen forest though?
Yeah, seems
Yeah,
to quite well.
Nobody's got
Okay.
that.
Quite well.
I'm going to do a...
It's like without a trace.
Okay, no good.
It's a frozen tundra in a hot, humid jungle.
I'm a black. So everything's white, you're saying? Oh, it's still...
Everything's
Like
covered in frost essentially.
everything's covered in
Yeah, it's
frost and
still
ice.
hard. Okay. I'm going to go into the forest and also blend in and disappear. So I want to walk in the middle,
Okay.
walk in slowly. I know he's here. And I just go... And I just want to like vanish as I'm walking.
All right. So as you run across there, you have to either climb up or throw your dagger to get up to the ledge.
I'll do it in style. I'll use my action my first action with my chain glove
Oh, nice.
and swing up.
So yeah, and it hooks up onto a tree, and you jump and then yank yourself up. You do a flip and then land on the ground a little bit.
Stylish, of course.
And you see.
And then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. All right. As you sneak on into the frozen jungle tundra, from your hip where you keep the crown of Mezro, the broken crown, the closer you've gotten up to this point, it has begun to glow and illuminate and even pulse and physically move a little bit towards the north from where you are.
Oh.
And is actually forcing you to move a little bit.
So I catch on to this idea, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
Can I make this?
It's like literally pulling you. It like there's a force from the crown literally pulling you to the direction of north. You are literally being pulled right now.
Can I make the assumption that it's towards him, or is that too?
Yeah, I reckon you could you'd definitely be able to make the assumption that the crowns reacting to each other. As from out of a couple of the trees, you see the frosted form of this black-furred tabaxi looking in shock as he's basically just about to ready an arrow. Eyes trained, an arrow that's trained on you, and he's then pulled from his shoulder, jerked over towards you, and his shoulder is basically being pulled towards you, and he's just like, what?
So is it that powerful? We're both just getting dragged right now.
Yeah. So you can both make a strength check.
Oh my god, this is like a love story now.
Magneto.
So we're both trying to kill each other in a way, like, and now we're both being drawn together.
So romantic. Hold your dagger out, so when you're like,
oh shit.
oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay, with that, you're able to dig your daggers into the side of two trees, dig your claws in at your feet into the frosty ground that then breaks through into the dirt, and hold your ground as your hip is basically being pivoted towards him. And this other tabaxi just goes, tries to hold his ground, but then stumbles, falls, and is basically lifted up from the ground, and then collides with you at your hip as his shoulder, as the crown on his shoulder collides with your hip. There is a sudden magical burst of energy. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh my god.
And he's going to do the same thing. You were both knocked unconscious and gone flying 10 feet back.
Oh my god. Do what? We have to kill each other. Now we're
So both of you are knocked out.
knocked out. Does anyone else see this?
I think Delvin's the only one that probably has like the angle.
At the
How high is the cliff, though?
It's 10 feet up.
I don't think I would have.
Yeah, you guys, from where you guys are, all you hear is a boom, a flash of magic in a kind of a dome, and then frost flying up into the air as trees shake and shadow around up on this cliff. And Casimir, you see this force of frost going past you, then leaves, then little insects and stuff into that area.
Just imagine hearing like two coconuts hit each other.
Yeah, it's like hearing a sonic boom at this point.
Wow. Because what's the last thing you saw? What's the last thing? What did Casimir see? What's your view on all
An
this?
arrow hit me. No, I went back down below the cliff.
Yeah, and
So
then
you
he
just
saw,
heard
then
it,
he saw
you couldn't-
Sandstorm go
No
up.
one's seen it.
Oh wow! So that everyone just sees this bright light and
Mhm.
explosion.
I
And
think
it's
everyone
like,
just hears it mainly.
holy shit!
I mean, all I saw was you fling into the forest and then.
Yeah, I know. What's everyone's like take on this right now?
Just normal
Well,
sandstorm
I don't know.
stuff.
It's been less than a second, so I think we all need to process.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just wondering. It's like Jesus Christ.
Let's continue the motions and see how everyone reacts to that.
Oh wow.
Okay, next up is Angel. Hearing the concussive boom and seeing the magic burst out.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can kind of figure out what the heck just happened in the forest from my point of view?
Yeah, of course. Make a Arcana check. And tell me what you get, please.
That one, man.
Ooh, okay, so that goes beyond your understanding of magic. That is an entire higher tier of magic than you know about yourself. That you hear that some of the most well-known archmages and archdruids have spent near hundreds of years or all their lifetimes to gather something close to that form of power. And you just felt the concussive arcane afterwave of that.
Don't tell
Two powerful
magic items, you say?
Yeah, I know. Get out of here.
Who left this crown lying around?
That scares me.
Okay,
Shit.
Angel doesn't know what just happened. Like, as far as she knows, her freaking teammate something just happened to her teammate.
Her acquaintance.
Yep. Something just happened.
So she's gonna try and find him in the forest.
All right, you're going to have to climb up or either fly up.
Yeah, I will. Oh, yeah, she needs to get to her teammate. She'll fly up.
Okay, so as your platinum wings unfurl from out your back, these scaled wings then flutter, push you up into the air and over towards what you can see is you can see the body of Sandstorm, these rags of dark cloaks just laying on the ground. His bone dagger is just out in front of his paw. Across from him, about 10 feet away, is this other dark-furred Tabaxi. 2 arrows lay on the ground, and by his left shoulder lies his bow. Bless you. In the middle of them all, in a crater, as you see in this part of the forest, which should be all standing tall trees mangled together, have basically been pushed out in a circular area, nearly flattened back. As sitting there in the dirt, you see a platinum crown forged together, pulsing and glowing, and kind of hovering. You see set in it is a star sapphire and a opal that begin to pulse with energy. Like they're radiating from the effect of two parts becoming whole.
That's weird. Angel looks at the crown, she raises an eyebrow, and she reaches down and sends some of her healing light into Sandstorm, hoping that it will wake him up.
As you send down your healing light, this platinum light then shines through the rainstorm happening over top as beginning to grow and grow and grow. Sandstorm, your eyes open up as this warm light shines down upon you. And you see floating 5 feet away from you, the complete crown. As before, it was basically cut into this platinum crown. Both of them have come together.
And in this moment, in my own head, I see this where the crown is. I like produce an image of my mum within wearing that crown. You know how like you're sort of a ghostly sort of figure,
Like a memory.
yeah. So like, you know how you go back and forth, sort of in your head, and you're like, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just like in shock that that's the crown. That's like pretty much the last thing I saw before everything happened.
Before you...
I get that last memory where she's like, don't worry, everything will be fine. And then bang, everything happened.
And Angel will look back in the direction that Casimir's in and say, the other one's unconscious.
Are we still in initiative now?
At that, we can drop out of initiative. You will see in player items there, Sandstorm, the Crown of Mezro. What do you do with it standing before you? What does everybody else do at this point?
Belvin's gonna come over and make his way up this cliff somehow.
I'll rush over because I could tell there was a really powerful explosion, so I'd be worried about Sandstorm.
Yeah, I literally just walk slowly over, and everything else around me sort of disappears. I usually like sense all my surrounding most of the time, but this time I just like I've focused for the crown and only the crown, and I walk up to it, and is it hovering? You said.
Yes, it is hovering. It's probably only about 2 feet off, 2 inches off the ground.
So I bend over and I just stick my hands under. And
Can I just like stop him quickly?
Can you stop me?
Just like
I don't even listen. I can't hear everything's just like white noise. Everything's gone. I have my senses are just for the first time it's just dead, and I'm just fixated. And I just want to I want to see if this is like a real thing.
As you reach out for it and go to grasp it, it's real. You touch it, and you feel a pulse of warmth and energy through you. An ancient power, in a way, that once lost, now complete and merged. You feel a heavy burden from the crown. And then you look as you gain this sense of this energy passing through you. Something clicks in your mind, a direction, and you know where to go. The crown beckons and shows you the way. You know where the lost city of Mezro is. You know where
and then all of a sudden I feel like a force making me put on the crown. Like it's just like a natural thing all of a sudden. And I want to put the crown on, and then I just want to walk up to the Tabaxi and grab his hand and bring him up. Can I just I want to wake him up in the less violent way possible.
At this point, I'm going to say at this point the rest of the party joins in with us.
They're all watching, and I'm just gonna.
Well, from our perspective, Sandstorm's just put on a powerful magic item, and now he's going and helping the guy that just attacked us. So I'd be like, as he goes over there, I'd cast a wall of force around the Tabaxi.
No.
Energy surrounds the Tabaxi corpse as it's still laying there. Well, not corpse, its body.
Yeah.
The Tabaxi's body. Sorry, wrong word there.
I look at Casimir and go, everything's okay now. It's all over.
Prove it.
It's just a feeling.
But like, you just went and grabbed this
I know,
powerful
I know.
object and you just put it on straight away. It's like there's no way to know what it is.
I just sort of like, without saying what you know what I'm sort of talking about, I just go, it's back to its rightful owner.
Can I can I cast Identify on the crown?
You can.
I just want to see if it has like mind controlling powers or anything like that.
Okay, so as you cast Identify on it, you learn that the Tabaxi tribes of Mezro and Orzem shared this crown every 100 years. Between the two, there were 7 wearers of the crown. Each gem slot in the crown represents one of those previous wearers. Now that the crown has been joined together, you've tried to identify this crown before. You learn that it can only be worn by Tabaxis. Mm-hmm. You learn it has a total of 7 hidden dormant powers.
From 7 gems.
From the 7 gems. You realize the two gems that are already in it, the Star Sapphire and the Opal, are active. From the Star Sapphire, you feel the energies of lightning holding and waiting to be used in an intense blast. From the Opal, you feel warmth and more of a summons that the wearer of the crown can activate. You do not sense any kind of mind control from it. You do sense it's a very powerful magical item, and one of high station. One of ancient magic as well. You've never heard of such an item, other than your experiences with it at the moment.
Well, it doesn't seem to be dangerous, but just to be safe, I think you should let me investigate it later. For science.
I look at Casimir. I just sort of give an owl look. He knows this look as well. It's the look of
that look.
It's the look of like, we've known each other for a while. He can trust me, and I understand. It's like everything's okay.
One day your recklessness is going to get you into real trouble, Sandstorm.
But
More trouble than you've already been in.
So this thing isn't but
you can't just grab everything.
No,
just giving him a bit of a lecture now.
This is different. No, wait. This is not actually me saying this. This is me as a player saying this. What Sandstorm did was not his risk versus reward type of thing.
Yeah.
It was more
like a reflex.
He just knew what to do in this moment. It all just went natural and stuff.
As you take the crown off.
That's exactly what mind control magic would make you do.
As you take the crown off for just a split second, just to look at it and look through it as Casimir is inspecting it, you get memories coming back of when you were just a small little child being held in your mother's arm as you remember back where you looked up upon her face, her midnight fur, and she wore this exact crown as she was running in a panic for her life. She had pulled the crown down and kissed it, and then kissed you before wishing that you were safe. And then there was another arcane flash of force and energy, like one you just experienced.
I wait patiently. I just sort of look at Casimir, wait patiently till he gives me the crown back. Because I know
I would have left it there. Like, I'm not going to try.
Yeah, like you're still holding it.
Because I just have to touch it to identify.
I thought you had it. So you don't, yeah. But I kind of like, I know Casimir.
Put it in my bag.
Realize.
Yoink.
Okay, I understand that. No.
See.
I understand he's always wary of the magic, so I kind of let him do his thing. and then once he's over, and then
Yeah,
I
it
walk.
doesn't seem to be dangerous, but it's very powerful, so I don't really understand it completely.
Can I gesture to him to release the force field?
I'm gonna let Belvin take point on this. I'll be like, Belvin, are you ready to grab him? Because he did try and kill us, essentially.
It's fine. It's fine. He'll see me with the crown on.
Yeah, I'm worried he'll attack you if you do.
Well, we can see him.
We can all be in ready,
Yeah,
ready
Seems
position.
still unconscious.
He's still unconscious, still laying there. Just
Well, I'll look over to Casimir and be like, he's still unconscious, but I will
Thanks.
grab him.
I think we should tie him up to be safe. Then
Yeah.
I'll release the wall of force.
Just paralyze him.
wall of force drops. You see his chest is
They
still.
just paralyze him. All right, I'll just break his legs then.
No, I meant magic paralyze.
You didn't say cripple him.
Make
That's
him roll.
Ikram's job.
Sorry, let me just take out his spine.
Alright, so if you're going
Need
to
his
tie him up,
legs?
Yeah, we'll tie his legs and his
Who's the
arms
best
up.
at tying people up?
his chest is still rising and falling, indicating he's alive and he's still breathing.
What's everyone into?
Sandstorms into tying people up.
There you go. I
Alright,
just
make
tie
a
him up.
Nice.
It's more of the to keep the party comfortable, and so I tie him up,
Tighten it, Belvin.
and then I just showed the angel and said, are you able to wake him up?"
So Sandstorm ties a knot. Belvin goes over and tightens the knot.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I love how everyone has a little things. It's like just
Throw a strength in there.
he
I'm
flexes.
not the first
Well,
Tabaxi
flexes.
that looks like me I've seen, so I have like this
just grabs each
weird
edge.
connection.
But we don't even know if it's actually your
I
type of
don't
Tabaxi
know.
because he changed into a full leopard and then the cloak changed. So we don't know
There's
what's his real color.
There's a few questions we have for this guy. So
Well, the first thing I want him to see is me with a crown
Actually,
on.
can we
That's all
take
I
his
want
cloak off and see what happens?
As you take the cloak off, the cloak stays as a leopard,
Okay.
as a leopard print. It's actually a full skin of a leopard as well, head and all.
to see. Oh shit!
'Cause that's his mother.
Holy crap!
But
But
Angel,
he's still a dark
will-
cat, right?
once everybody is ready, Angel will go wake him up.
Okay, so I have Belvin directly. So we've done like Belvin directly behind him. Casimir can just sort of hover around.
I'm just standing back a little bit.
And what are you doing, Ikram? How do you like to sort of be ready?
You muted.
No, I was just thinking.
Cool.
I might just chill up in a tree.
Okay.
They're frozen, by the way, so they're probably really brittle.
And then I like to get right in front of him,
You muted now.
and then I like nod to Angel to do it, and I sort of just I have his head like say as soon as he opens his eyes, he just sees me, just my my portrait.
And Sandstorm's standing there for once with his hood down, with the crown on.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. And he just looks at you and goes, struggles at first, not realizing where he is until like his eyes adjust to the rain that's falling down and just the reflections of from the sun pelting down from the clouds off against the frosted trees. As Justin looks at, and you see within his eyes still this look of madness, just and then sets his eyes on Sandstorm, just like a beast.
Okay.
You see he is heavily sweating underneath his fur.
That symbol on his head. Can I just ask everyone? Does anyone recognize the symbol?
Make an investigation check, everyone.
Roll heaps of ones.
Yep.
A lot of rolls today, eh?
It's all because Ikram rolled a 20 to start with.
I always knew Belvin wouldn't know anyway. So
Yeah. Does anyone know anything?
Angel. It is ancient draconic for outcast or
Oh, if it's
Or
just in
Uptown.
Draconic, I could read that.
Oh, there's ancient draconic or Ubtoan.
I've got to comprehend languages.
Can I ask him? He knows common, right? He was talking before.
Yes, it was on common before. Yeah, but Angel, you do recognize the symbol as ancient draconic for outcast.
Yeah, she will relay that to the party.
The first question I asked this guy is, where did you find the other half of the crown? I want to make sure, actually, I'm going to reword that. Where did you find the other half of my mother's crown? I want to make sure he knows this is rightfully mine, as the rest of my family's gone.
He looks around and is sweating. Goes, took from the greatest praise there in all of our kind.
Sorry, can you repeat? Was it pray?
Can you repeat that in a calmer tone, please?
Yeah.
He seems to be sweating like a madman.
Can any of us tell that he's affected by some sort of madness?
Must be.
It looks like he's got a serious fever, a fever you recognize from back at the Camp Vengeance. Some of the
disease.
some of the more exhausted soldiers were suffering from something called mad monkey fever.
Then let's heal him.
Yeah, because obviously we have a vibe that he's not right.
Well, Belvin or Angel could heal that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
Does one of you bring it up?
Belvin has that
You're in the love
ability with his lay on hands where he
Lay
can
on
do
hands.
5 and heal a disease.
So he's just going to be like, all right.
Get your hands off me,
They're
you
right
damn
behind
dirty
me.
ape.
And he's just like, all right, puts his hand on him, and then just like, it's like, may you be healed.
As you slap him, he goes right, and like the magic connects, and he's like, oh, and then you slap him again, and he's like, oh.
The power of Christ compels you.
I was gonna say that.
Oh my god.
Power of hell compels you.
By the twisting mazes of Uptown, why are you slapping me?
You could thank me for getting rid of your illness.
I'm sorry. Where am I? This isn't the maze. Who are you? Oh, the crown. The crown.
Did my family have the same last name as me? Have I made that up? Like, I like my family, the Legends.
Legend, yeah.
Like if I say,
Yeah, I feel like you've made it up yourself because you came from a bit of a desert legend.
what's my mother's last name? Or what's
Your mother's
Have
name
last names?
is.
do we have last names? I don't even know. We have like a one name.
Well, he's Serpenthelm. Yes.
No, but like, I'm saying
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
You know that your mother's name was Wish Upon a Star, or how she or shortened to Wish.
I'm going to. Well, she was. By my memory, she was like a queen in a way, wasn't she?
I guess so.
Well, like she's like a well-known person.
The crown kind of gives it away.
I'm gonna go. I am Sandstorm Desert Legend, son of Wish Upon a Star. This is her crown, and I am the rightful owner. Thank you for giving me the other half.
Ah, the uninitiated beret. Yes. She didn't complete the hunt, but she was still gifted with the crown. For protection between the two. You've kept it safe then, the other half.
Of course. I am on this quest, and it directed it straight to you, I think. I can't be for sure.
With quite the force.
He kind of like shakes his laugh off and goes, oh, "Where am I? Last time I remember, I was with in the Hall of Guardians."
Angel's gonna lean down and say to the Tabaxi, "You attacked him. I would appreciate it if you would apologize, please."
It wasn't very nice.
He leans forward heavily and puts his head down and says, I am gravely sorry. Beret Sandstorm Desert Legend, I am very sorry. A Bag of Nails did not intend to attack. Bag of Nails has been struggling with his exile, and I believed I was destined to find the crown, protect it.
Can I ask him, what are you calling Sandstorm? Beret?
Beret.
And what does that mean?
It is the title of the holy warriors of Wuptau. Those gifted with the crown. By birth.
Just another title for Sandstorm.
Jesus, like I got no idea about any of this. Obviously, well, the crown has just like become the natural thing, and I'm gonna look at
He's gonna walk around with a crown on forever now.
I'm gonna look at Belvin and go, sorry.
Belvin's gonna ask Bag of Nails.
You haven't actually asked his name yet.
He said Bag of
He
Nails.
said it.
Oh yes, he did. He did that. My mistake.
So we didn't ask. You're
My
right.
mistake, guys.
We didn't ask. He told us.
Yes.
So Belvin's gonna be Bag of Nails, is it?
Yes, Bag of Nails. Yes, or just nails.
Nails. You mentioned a Hall of Heroes, was it?
Yes, the whole of the Guardians, the Beret.
Hall of Guardians. Whereabouts is that on this island, or?
That was in the Holy City.
Because at this moment in time, I'm not sure if you are aware, you are on the island Chult.
Well, yes, that's where the Holy City is.
Okay, well,
It's where we
Melvin's
flourish.
going to actually look at Angel, and reference is like, is this somewhere that you might think you have foreseen that we need to go? Hall of Guardians.
In your you look like you had a thought.
Oh, I'm looking through notes.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say she's scrunching her face to
Yeah.
the notes.
Yeah, Kyle's notes. Yeah.
Can I just? I'm gonna go to. Well, we should set you free, and I look at Belvin just to make sure he's sort of agreeing.
Can we, sort of
So
have
as I go
an idea if he's
forward-
actually telling the truth or he's just bullshitting us?
Make an insight check.
I get advantage from the cube.
You do. He's being quite forthright with you. In all honesty, he feels like he's around royalty now.
Give Belvin the nod, or my nod of approval at least.
And does Belvin give the nod?
No, Belvin doesn't get the nod. He gets the nods.
No, but like I'm looking for like.
Elvin's the man of action. He'll
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Belvin's the boss in this situation.
He's,
So, he. All right. So. Well, all right, Sandstorm. Belvin will nod to you as well.
Okay, and then I just get my dagger of vengeance out and just cut the ropes, and I help him up.
And he, as you help him up, grabbing his paw, and he lifts you up and goes, "It is a great honor to be among the new Beret. Of course, you must be on your journey to undertake the Shadows Hunt."
And what is that?
Yeah.
It's the rite of passage to be gifted and blessed and trialed by Thou. You do not know your own customs.
Well, I forgot most of what I knew back in my homeland.
Yes, I know. All them. I am. And he points to his forehead. I am exile.
Sorry, because your tribe's from the desert, not the jungle.
Yeah.
Why were you exiled?
In the city of rest in Ozem, we believe that glorious hunts must be taken to the highest standard. I let my honor slip, and I cheated, per se. But I wanted the glory for myself. And for the last, I have no idea, I've been the island so long, the days blur. The jungle, savage, and the city, the holy city. It messes with you. It's like an echo. You hear it, but you don't. You see the people move, but they're not there. I know all of the stories that was from the minstrels that came over after the destruction of Mezro. They foretold about coming doom, the doom to the desert. I take it happened then.
She kind of looks at the crown on Sandstorm's head, and then to Bag of Nails and says, "My God told me to find you." And I think I know why. I think you're supposed to lead us to the city.
Yes, I always felt like I was pulled towards it being here. That's how I first found it. That's how I first found this. And he goes to point at his turtle shell and then points to the crown. It was at the base of the steps leading up to the temple. I'm sorry, but there was someone else there as well. Well past now. That was years ago.
Who was there?
It was
Describe them.
a dark fur, and gestures to Sandstorm. Dark fur like yourself, with a white star mark above their eyes.
Wouldn't he mean like us, if he has dark fur as well?
No, this one was female. And this was years ago. That
It
was when I
doesn't-
found the ground.
Doesn't he have dark fur though?
He does have dark fur. Sandstorm does have dark fur.
No. Bag of Nails, I mean. He has
Yeah,
dark fur.
He has dark fur. Naturally dark fur, as you've come to realize now.
But he didn't refer.
Yeah, I think he was just referring to.
Yeah.
He just didn't refer. I think it was just.
He didn't
Carl's
refer to
role play.
himself.
He didn't refer to himself. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was
You're
the whole
saying-
leopard skin
Yeah,
swapping
yeah.
over and
Yeah,
that shit
They're
again.
You're like waiting for it. Like you're trying to find something.
You
to solve.
slipped up.
Sorry.
I knew you were a spy.
Dark fur like yourself, Sandstorm, with a white star up above the eyes. And he then goes on to say it was at the base of the temple, along the flooded canals. The echo of what it once was. Within the center of the maze of the ruin itself.
Is he saying the town is Mezro? That's where the temple is.
Yes, it's in the center of the town.
I'm gonna say to him, it's like when I put the crown on, all the memories of the location of Mezro has come back.
That's what it does from what I know. It guides you. It guided me.
Okay.
Before I traveled out to the jungle, I felt the pulse, the pull from it. The last I don't know how long it's been a journey. I don't even know where I got this bow from.
Can I just sort of try to like use this ability?
Use the
Like look for Mezro with the crown. Is that something that like I just think about, or is that something I have to know?
as soon as you think about it, you can see. You close your eyes for just a second, and you then just turn, and you open your eyes, and you're looking up towards where the road's already going, but more to the east, just as this is a more northern traveling path. And you then see in your mind, just a little bit of a flash vision comes to you as you see this these thick stone ramparts that surround a circular city. Walls of 30 feet rise above water, but heights vary where the walls have crumbled into ruin. Some sections they've entirely collapsed, and swamp has bled through into the city. You see parapets of behind these parapets as well. You see statues of these Tabaxi warriors, all of them wearing a crown, all of them different stylized armor, looks, and poses. And in the smack bang in the middle of it, looking as if you were standing directly in front of it, you see this gargantuan palace.
Do I feel a distance between, like, or I just see a direction?
You see a direction, but not so much of a time. It's more like a constant pull.
Okay. But you said as you get closer, you feel the pull stronger, right?
Yeah, like you take 2 steps and you can feel like from your chest, like a tether's being yanked upon.
Hopefully, you're not going to have to headbutt a wall or something now.
It's like
You
we
get
must
pulled
go
into
in a
it.
direct line. Everyone can't go around. I have to go a direct line. Okay. Where's who has the leopard scarf thingy?
I just pulled it off and like left it behind him.
It's on the ground behind him.
I'm just wondering, is it a dick move to take that?
We could ask him about it. It's like just
what
it
magic?
is.
What magic is this?
Actually, can I identify it?
You can.
Okay, cool.
As you cast Identify on it, you find it is a Cloak of a Hunt.
Ooh.
It gives advantage on stealth checks, and it can cast Pass Without Trace once per day, which probably explains why he was so stealthy.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
How generous is this guy to royalty?
Yeah, like, you know what really want to give it to? I want to give it to Belvin so bad.
So
Like-
he can just sneak around.
Yeah, it's because like I technically don't really need it.
Yeah, you're already sneaky as fuck.
And it's like,
You still haven't used one of your class features, subclass features, for being a thief.
what do you mean?
Like, have a look at your fucking subclass, mate.
My subclass feature.
Bag of Nails then says, the center of the city is the temple, yes. The gargantuan palace stands there. 4 spires, crystal and gold. It's draped in vines at the moment. It's nothing was once my childhood stories told me about. It is the temple to Ubtao. And he looks at you, Sandstorm. Our god.
I distracted him.
Do we want to take? I kind of look at. Actually, I'm gonna have like a kind of a conversation with my group without him.
Yeah, you can grab each other and scurry over to the side.
Group huddle.
At that point, I think we're going to take a little bit of a short break for the moment as the group gathers together and
What you can
scurries
do,
to the side.
Robbie, is Sandstorm's like, I just need to converse with my comrades here for a quick sec.
Yeah.
And then move. You don't have to be like, grab everybody and
Yeah.
No.
scuttle
That's
away.
not top. Because I wanted to say about like, do we want
gonna
him to
grab a cup
come
of tea.
along with us, or do we want to just say
Friends
Go
only
to-
chat.
go to River Guard and then we'll meet you back there? Because I know the location. We don't really need him. But I'm saying, do we want
Push him off the cliff.
Do we want
No,
him
no.
come along? Like,
He
I
seems,
can bring him along.
yeah, he seems.
I'm getting your opinion just because you're a bit you guys
I
were a
would
bit
say-
dodgy about him before.
Well, he
Yeah,
seems.
but-
to be-
Understandably.
But he was under some sort of madness before.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I think we bring him along. His skills might be handy, especially somewhere that he'd be familiar with as well.
And we'll see if we can,
Just because
If
you're
all else
familiar
fails,
and no one else is.
we send him first, and the traps get him.
and we'll let see if he can let Belvin borrow his scarf. I reckon.
No, Belvin's right.
Come on, mate, you
Do
need
you
it.
want a fancy tabaxi skin scarf? I mean, leopard
You
skin
can
scarf.
put it under. You can put it
I'm
underneath
sorry,
your
it's
armor.
just not. It just won't go with what
You
I'm
can
wearing.
cover-
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You wear it over the top.
Leopard skin just doesn't go with this look, man.
Yeah.
Which ability did you mean, Luke?
What was it?
Thief, level 9. I'm pretty sure.
Angel? Did we?
I have ability. You talking about
Did we-
Skulker?
No,
Did you end up
thief.
finishing what I asked you?
Level 9.
Level 9.
Um,
Abilities that I've put in.
yeah, I think I found like
Because is this place part of the vision that Angel had?
yep.
It is. Okay.
Mhm.
That was the main thing. I'm just like, I don't want us to get sidetracked too much because we were kind of on our way to somewhere first.
Yep.
But if this is the place that.
Angel knows exactly what the seed looks like.
Okay, well, then, yeah, let's do it. I reckon.
Alright.
And like everything that they've described has been like
On point.
exactly what she's seen.
Yeah, there you go.
I have that literally written in my notes. I swear I've used it before. You know, Supreme Sneak.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've added that to my thing.
I don't think you've ever used it though.
Well, I never had to use it.
But yeah,
But
I
I'm
reckon.
just saying, like, you don't even need that cloak.
No, I know.
Because
I
you
know.
could literally have that ability normally.
I never knew. I know how to use it, but Belvin definitely needs it.
Do you-
He just hides it in his pocket. Like, it'd be amazing that the whole team could be sneaky.
Instead of a
All
scarf,
right,
it's just a
Belvin will
handkerchief.
take it. All right.
We're gonna.
Wait, it's still
We
his.
I can't just take it.
Nah,
Yeah, scarf or your
I'm just
life.
saying, if we do, if you guys do end up taking it, all right.
We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bandits now. We're
You're
just
the
mugging
first
people.
You can put a layer of fabric over the top of the cheetah bit.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure, like, it'd be, you know how, like, the knights have the big fur
Yeah.
things around there? It could just be a leopard thing instead.
The
Like-
Night's Watch big cloak
You'd be like this most
Pretty much.
stealthiest bloody man in armor ever.
with a leopard skin cloak.
Like, it sounds perfect. That's the thing. I don't.
If you could change it to be black though, then it'd be really cool.
Yeah, one of you guys in Magic can make it look however you
I can
want.
make it with illusions, but it's like I don't
Right,
might
like
do that
so.
all the time.
You could take it to a tailor and make
I'm
it.
pretty sure
nice.
you can just, like, stain it.
Yeah, you could do. You could get it fitted to your armor nicely or something.
Just black paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because it's magic, you can't break it, can you?
No.
So you can't really alter it.
I think it's just like harder to break.
You can break it with another magic item
Can you alter it? Like,
Maybe.
if you're good enough.
if you want to like
Good enough
shape
tailor.
it,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
pretty
make
good.
Make some speedos with
Mate, are
it.
you a tailor?
Make some speedos. Can make it look like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Like, in the battlefield, just speedo leopard. Print, and it's like, aha! You can't see me.
The only thing they can't see is your crutch.
Okay, well, it'd be good on Sandstorm actually. 'cause
Leopard-
Or do they just see a flying crutch? Is that all they see?
yeah.
Angel does not know what to think about this.
That goes in the other.
This is in the group huddle, right?
No, this is in that other series.
Melvin's just like, well, we're gonna have
What can we do with this cloak?
We're gonna have to make sure we get the right size. We'll have to try it on first.
There's definitely a series. That's in the same series as the love triangle, the love pyramid. So later, after all this happens, you see Sandstorm running in the sunset with
How's this pyramid work? Like, who's on top?
So I'm on top,
Of course.
and then I am, and then there's Belvin connected to me, and then there's a guy connected to me as well. That's it. It's all connected to me. It's all that Sandstorm, isn't it?
So it's an arrow. Like, wait. It's not a triangle then.
No, it is a pyramid actually. It's 3D because it's got four
Corners.
4 edges. So and then also Casimir and Ikram all looking towards me. You know?
It's definitely got 3 points now. I've deleted my section of the pyramid.
Okay, it's a 3D pyramid.
Ikram. You could make him 2D.
No, don't make me 2D. Okay, I'm gonna go get a tea.
Alright, I'll be right back.
We have to have a name for this sub. What do you call these ridiculous sub stories that people make up? Like
Fantasies.
fandom. So yeah, you got that love story, and then you got like a
Love story.
a ridiculous like story about.
Started off so romantically. He tried to kill me.
It ended up being kind of like that, where we were both about to kill each other. Like he was about to shoot me, and I was like on guard, and then all of a sudden, we got magnetized.
All of a sudden, you headbutted each other and knocked
I know.
knocked yourselves out.
No, I don't think we knocked this out. I think the explosion knocked us out. You know what I mean?
Either way.
But you know what I mean? It went from that to us like, look, we're best friends now. So yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Me too.
Yes.
Alright, and now Kyle's in back. And he can
Oh,
bullshit me.
perfect timing. We'll be right back. He would have missed that. Did he miss that story about the speedos?
Just then? Yeah.
Okay.
Missed it all. It was
So
great.
we're tailoring the leopard scarf into speedos, so Sandstorm can wear speedos and be stealthy and run around.
I'm done. Campaign over.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. No, not like rocks, as in stone, but rocks, the giant birds.
That's amazing.
Massive shout out to the wonderful tree hugging druid, absolutely, for joining us here. It's currently what, 6 a.m. in the morning?
It is almost 7:30.
Okay, wow, thank you so much for being here with us tonight as well. Thank you. Let's see. Body pillow in the merch store, of course. I could be your favorite waifu. Absolutely. Nui? Yes, Newcastle. That is correct. Cerulean. Thank you so much. So how are you finding today's session? You like the little ancient draconic? There's a lot. Cool. Glad.
Lorebot Angel.
Let's have Angel being more. Well, we already know Angel's cool. I like her. Not Lorebot, no. But like, just generally, I like her.
Oh, Angel, I may legitimately cry whenever Angel dies. But like, I'm the one that wrote it, so
Yeah.
it's my fault. But I may legitimately cry when Angel dies.
You're gonna be fine. It'll be okay. We're all gonna be fine. We have.
Oh, the puppy!
Oh, the papa! Oh my god, he's gotten so big. He was small last week. He was tiny last week. Oh my god, can I have him?
So adorable.
Oh, I love him. Everyone, look at the papa. Look at the papa.
Bax lifted his head up like, puppy?
Papa, 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 papa. Down, Vex, down. Ah, but yeah, I'm glad you're still with us and enjoying the game so far. It's been a lot of go, go, go. And that's my fault. Ha! Short 5 episodes in Chult. Lol.
Yeah, you were like, you're gonna be here for like 3 episodes.
I lied. It's going to be 10.
Whatever Kyle's estimate is for like episode length, multiply it by about 4.
Double it.
No, 4.
Triple.
Double it.
Triple.
Oh, you're gonna be joining us in a few weeks.
For a year.
I am? What am I doing?
Your words.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Oh,
be joining
yes.
us in a few weeks.
Yeah, and then it was like 6 months later.
6 months later.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's like, yeah, we're gonna have a guest on soon.
You're only gonna
Innocent.
be there.
6 months later, God, what about that guest? Oh yeah.
That time comes. You're gonna be here for 3 episodes.
Now the
a,
4th.
a rock is flying through the sky, this massive hunk of earth that then suddenly careens down. Splat.
You're dead. Goodbye.
Angel, dead. Rock
Angel.
falls from the sky. Pushes everyone out of the way.
But Angel
Just goes
pushes,
straight for
pushes everyone out of the way and then gets crushed. What are you doing there?
Waiting. Cabbage. So I hope you guys are enjoying tonight's the crowning of Sandstorm for his crown that he's finally gotten.
Probably the weirdest coronation I've ever seen.
Yeah. Just in the middle of the
Nobody
jungle.
applauded, man.
Middle of
Yeah,
a
no,
little
none of
frozen
you-
jungle section.
None of his friends even were just like, oh yay.
I don't think it hasn't sunk in yet. What's going on?
Casimir was just like, look, it's probably fucked. Give it here.
Like-
Let me figure it out.
Sandstorm is the least like royal or noble person in the group.
Yeah.
It's just like, how is this guy noble again? How is this
Oh,
guy
you know.
royalty again?
Cards.
Hello.
Hello
Hello.
again.
See, Belvin acts like a noble.
Mm-hmm.
Sandstorm does not.
Sandstorm does not. It's the difference between boss and leader.
Yeah.
As a note as well, Casimir you said to me today, Casimir, over the course of the 4 days, wanted to try to solve the cube from what he failed to do before.
Yeah. He was like, whenever he had time, he would have been trying to do that.
Okay. So yeah, you would have had basically 5 days of travel now, so you can make 5 puzzle checks.
Would Angel have been able to help him?
Absolutely. So you would get to roll. You can roll Arcana.
At advantage for the help.
No. So you get to make your roll as well, but she gets to make her roll with
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
So 5.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I'm rolling pretty low tonight, on average.
Only one roll of mine was below 20.
Because you have advantage.
Okay. So on the 3rd day, you crack the code
The Da Vinci Code?
together with the help of Angel and the workings of knowing a little bit about the runes. Just barely of the sigil. You complete it on the cube.
So Solve the Rubik's Cube.
And you're like, there's a sudden. Let's bring it back for just you three at the moment. During the course of while Ikram and
The
Sam.
tiefling and the angel work together.
Exactly.
There is harmony in the universe.
More we've seen so in years.
And
Belvin's there.
and the middle person, the basic human,
The human.
is there.
Yeah, we've got each like.
Yep.
Is this Diablo?
Yeah.
I need to grab a book real quick.
Oh, now he runs away.
I just imagine a high five.
You solve the cube together. It is the ancient draconic rune, Angel, for siphon, for steel.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna have to learn ancient draconic. I feel like knowing regular draconic is just useless at this point. Everything's ancient draconic.
That ancient draconic is only a very, very limited thing that exists in the rest of the world, but still draconic is a major player within it and helps you understand it. But just because of Bahamut, this little thing, and they most this only because they mostly relate to god plates. You know that the reverse of this symbol is giver of. The triangle within a circle. To gift.
Which is what I saw.
Which is what Belvin saw.
Where? What was that?
That was 2 episodes ago in the camp when he...
when I dispelled magic.
And you rolled a nat 20 on it. On the...
Oh, right. On the guy we captured. The undead we tied up.
And then he just
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah.
He went full dead, not undead.
He went full dead.
Yeah.
Okay. The siphon tears whatever soul is connected to a person and transfers it elsewhere, whereas the gift sigil of the god plates is meant to transfer to the beyond, the afterworld, their final destination, not to a destination of one's own choosing. A corrupted god plate sigil. Casimir, you have a memory that then sparks about the one other time you've seen this sigil for a brief flash. It was there for a second before it vanished. Your mind was distracted when you first received the cube as well. About after 6 months after having the cube, when you're still playing for it. You were heavily upset as he brought Ikram the dying body of a pigeon. As he told you, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about this anymore. And patted you on the head and say, it's just the way the world works. It's how nature works. I'm sorry. You furrowed your brow, and the cube floating beside you clicked into place to show the sigil as it flashed. And the bird lifted up and chirped again. And flooded away.
Casimir the Necromancer was born.
As that was your first interaction with magic.
Whoa. So that was way back when he was a kid.
Way back. An accident. You also learn, just from the cube itself, a secret. A magical secret.
Oh yeah.
And just getting to it now.
Can't just leave me on a cliffhanger, Carl.
No. Yes, I can.
But don't do
Yes, I
it.
can. Oh.
I will fong you.
I would like you to roll for me a. I'd like you to roll. I'd like you to roll a d20.
Ooh.
The secret is unlocked for back in the time of what happened when Casimir first interacted with magic.
Is it too good?
You've never been able to quite understand the higher tiers of magic so easily in your life before. Every other time you've thought about it or talked about it, there was always something that was blocking the path. And as you solve the cube and look at each other and realize the sigil, there is an arc of lightning that then sparks out, shoots to the side, and your mind begins to work. The gears turn, clock, 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 clock. The arcane sigils come to you in your mind, and you create them out of nothing as well. You know the confines now of the chain lightning spell.
Wow.
You know how to, but you don't have the power to.
Yeah.
You have the knowledge of the spell. You also feel a bunch of something, an essence, multiple essences, some form of energy from the cube drain. But it's a very minimal thing. You dismiss it more or less of magic flowing out and its secrets being unlocked.
Raiding party!
But it still retains its full power.
Raiding party.
Thank you for the raid! Aww.
Dang.
I love when that raid goes off. Thank you so much for my welcome. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we are just getting back from our break after having a little bit of Casimir, a little side story, backstory, where he brought this dead little pigeon to his stepfather, Ikram. He's like, no, it's dead. The birdie's dead. And Ikram, you gave him the pat on the shoulder saying, it's okay. It's how the circle works. And then he got very frustrated and angry about that was the standard. And with a spark of magic and turn of the floating cube that follows behind Casimir this is him after he first received it 6 months as he was a little child. Cube flashed and the birdie came alive. Ikram, you notice that on that bird's forehead back then, that was the same sigil as the rest of the undead had. Very small.
So I've unleashed this killer pigeon years ago.
It's probably dead.
What?
Because it's undead.
Undead.
What a
We'll go back to the mainland.
So
and
are
this is
you
pigeon
saying
army.
Casimir's
The
a
cube is
follower.
actually evil, or
It has a sigil of what...
Magic isn't good or evil, mate. It's the user.
Oh.
Hey, Skagus, welcome.
so my kid's evil?
Yeah.
Mate, do you want to be
pretty
undead?
much-
Keep talking. That's how you get undead.
He unleashed hell on our world. It's his fault.
Hi, team. Welcome. But yeah, Angel does identify the sigil as the ancient draconic sigil from the god plates as siphon, or to take, or theft.
Yeah, so like the evil people just use it evilly, but you can use it in goodly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
How
pretty
do
much
you-
on the user
right.
if magic's good or evil.
So how
Like
would
magic's just the tool.
they use it to take things? Like
Well,
we
it's
take the
life.
guy's scarf and give it to Belvin. It's possible.
It's for the greater cause.
It is, to be honest. This guy is probably good enough at this stuff anyway.
You just want to steal his scarf.
No, I think it's just benefit for the party.
Don't tell them, Ishman. They don't know.
What's he referencing this story for? Like, why is this story getting brought up about the pigeon with that sigil?
Because they had the same.
cubes.
Because he solved the cube and I had the same
Remember
room
you solved the
trying to
cube
solve
again.
it?
as the
Solved it on
undead.
the way here.
Yeah, because I came in halfway through and I was like, what the hell is going on?
So that happened before the events that have transpired of the crown right now. So that was a day ago.
Okay, it helps.
That was a day ago that he solved the puzzle cube.
It's a good timeline now.
You're not the only one that has
Is there
flashback
anything-
sandstorm.
So, is there anything I should be concerned about, or is it just kind of?
It's just a little necromancy. It's all good.
I'm talking to Kyle here.
Looking at me? All right.
Kyle can't save you.
I don't know. It's something you're going to have to probably discuss and figure out.
I go up to Casimir. I steal his cube.
Well played.
Inspiration.
Little does he know that it was an illusion. Oh, boom.
I'm done. I'm done.
Fuck, if I was in arm's reach.
I haven't got anything else with QB.
I have a
Now
mug.
I'm looking around.
This is kind of cubey. In a 20-sided way.
That's not cute. But it's awesome. I like how you, any way possible shop that fantastic.
Fucking, it's my prized possession.
Oh wow, that was good. Especially that you used your character involved with illusions. That's good. I like that.
So as we run back into our scene, the party, Sandstorm, Casimir, Belvin, Ikram, and Angel have scurried over to the side away from the Tabaxi Hunter bag of nails.
What happened to him?
He's just sitting there as Sandstorm's gathered everyone and go, we're going to go talk over here for a sec.
Oh, we're there. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So, Sandstorm's huddled you in and he's like looking over and just picks up the bow, puts it over himself, sees an arrow off to the side where Sandstorm's blood is and kind of picks the arrow up and dusts it off, puts it back in his sheath.
Yeah.
Quiver.
I'm pretty sure. Well, we discussed that we are going to go to this Hall of Champions. And if I think we discussed that we'll bring him along.
Yeah, you can come along.
He's leading us.
Well, I know the
Technically-
direction too.
But Sandstorm, if there's
Sandstorm
any
knows.
traps, then he
Okay,
can trigger
yeah.
them.
Once we're there, Angel knows. It's a place that Angel has seen as well. So
Yeah, we like to invite him, but he doesn't have to come. But
Your King Sandstorm invites you to lead the way.
yes, I invite him.
if you'd like, you can inform Nails here. If he wishes, he can come with us to the Hall of Champions.
Nails. It's like Nail. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. Nail, would you like to fuse with me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Spurry?
That last bit, that was mumble. Didn't hear that bit. But
Okay.
I'd like to say.
The way you word it is all Sandstorm, Robbie.
Sass.
What do you mean? Sorry?
Got him.
Oh, the way you ask him and stuff, it's just, Sandstorm's going to be the one doing it. So feel free to ask him however Sandstorm would.
Oh yeah, I was about to do that. That's what I was doing. But like that last bit, I didn't actually say out loud. That was a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh, fuck.
Because I don't think you confuse like we can two Namekians, right?
No.
This nail
I'm
can't do that.
so
Used
sorry.
to Tabaxi.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna end up like something
That-
from Full Metal Alchemist.
There might be a ritual somewhere.
Yeah, like nail goes into Piccolo. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just like his brain.
Well, yeah, no, you two did fuse, and you got a crown out of it. Congratulations.
Yeah, I guess we did in a way, didn't we?
All you have to do is headbutt hard enough and it'll
We made a
fuse.
baby. Nail, would you like to come along with this adventure to find to my homeworld?
I would be honored to guide you to the holy city of Mezro.
Your homeworld.
What?
I have to go back to my planet.
Yeah. When you say world, it doesn't have to be like the whole
Storm phone home.
It could be a different dimension. How do you know? Remember how? What about when we were like
Well, yeah.
last campaign?
Yeah.
That's a different
Strahd
world.
is your mother.
I'm so used to being a part of my world.
Okay, so as he says he'll be honored to guide the new beret to his trial at the Shadows Hunt, and he begins to lead the troop off, but then asks, "Would you like to rest first?" This could be the time spent during through this as well. Could it be a short rest if you guys want to, or if you just want to travel through the jungle? That's perfectly fine.
I think we all good to travel or short rest.
Can I fly up and just see if anywhere I can see the giant floating rock?
Yes, of course. So as you fly up above the canopy and see where you are compared to it, you see that where you are to where it is to the southwest of you, but heading more towards the east instead of going in the northeastern direction that you are.
Okay. Can I sort of judge how far away it is? How many hours it would take to get to us if it did head this way?
If it followed you, it would probably take him a day to then catch up.
Plenty of time.
I mean, we should be alright.
Do you want to rest, or how's everyone looking? I got
We can
shot.
take a short rest.
I don't have much damage.
We can take a short rest.
Can you get magic spells and stuff like that?
Oh, he can get a reserve.
I can get 1 5th level spell back, which is good. And some hit points.
Yeah, I pretty much need to heal 9 hit points.
I'm good to go.
Everyone good to go?
Everyone's good to go. So you all pack up, you gear up, and the way he leads you through the jungles of Chult, heading towards this lost city of Mezro. Wherever you go, Sandstorm, you feel the pull and the tug of something deep within you coming from the crown, as if Nails is leading you in the right direction, but at the same time, you are just behind him, keeping pace, going in the same direction, knowing every turn he's going to take, every step he's going to take to get towards it.
So this is sort of out of game, but also I'm interested in the energy of the pulling. If I could somehow have come sort of hovering, could I just sort of sit on something and just drag me along?
You try it out, and it's more of it's more of a gentle shirt pull.
So yeah, it's not enough power to actually pull along. It's more, okay.
Yeah, it's more like a tug in the general direction.
Yeah, unless you're like close enough, obviously. Then yeah.
Make sure
Like
you
two.
keep the crown off this time. Don't collide with something.
As you are over the next 2 days, you travel through the jungles. You rest several times, and checking here and there, you notice that the floating rock has traveled more towards the east and has not come anywhere closer towards the north. At the check of an end of a day, you realize that it's still sitting in the same place it was previously, Casimir.
So that's okay.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do during that time of travel? Anything you want to discuss, talk about?
You said before I felt like I had more I could learn from the cube.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
I would further study the cube.
Okay, make a puzzle check.
Arcana again?
Yes, please.
24.
24. Trying to get deeper secrets out of it, you are unsuccessful, but you are getting into learning the pattern of how to create the siphon sigil.
Okay.
It takes you a better part of until evening's rest until sleep to finally solve it again after the course of probably about 4 hours.
He's just kind of on autopilot as they're walking, just like trying to solve this puzzle.
Yeah. Trying to get it, and you get frustrated each and every time, and you go to throw it, just floats back up to your hand. And you're just like, damn it. But eventually, as you make your way through the jungle, there is a slight shimmer within the air, within the heat, as the humidity just skyrockets. I need everyone but Sandstorm to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Are we within 5 feet of Belvin?
We're within 5 feet of Belvin.
How many ones have I rolled tonight?
You are on point.
So what's Belvin's charisma?
What do we get?
+3.
Like a 9. Does a 9 pass?
We'll find out. All right, just waiting for Angel.
Roll.
Oh, she did. Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed that. I'm so sorry. She beat me to it. My mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jeanette. So within that, Angel, you feel this wave of mind-altering confusion rush over you that tries to push your senses away from the current path that you're guiding on, and you see that Bag of Nails kind of shrugs his head and hits it as well, and then shakes what seems to be a similar effect to what you're probably having as well. Shake it off. Belvin, you feel dizzy as you're beginning to take a couple of steps and look around and just see everything, all the trees and everything is just exactly alike. And you just look at the path, and the path just is not there. Then you look over, then the crown takes your eye, and you're just like, huh. And you continue to follow Sandstorm. Casimir's so taken by the cube that he's beginning to walk in all sorts of different directions as he's falling under a trance of some sort, and he's out of it. He's just completely out of it. I would like you, Casimir, to roll me a d10.
4.
4, okay. At one point, as Belvin shakes this off, Belvin, you notice that Casimir just sort of stands still and just looks around. Casimir, you feel like you have no idea where you are currently. You just look around and it's just jungle. It's disorientating. It's confusing.
Makes sense because I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
And Ikram as well is looking at a stick and he's just like, I'm sure, thinking he can use this as a guiding rod to get him towards the source of water as he's feeling thirsty. As you two are both under the effects of the confusion spell, I'd like Ikram to roll me a d10 as well.
Wait, so Belvin's not?
Belvin's not, no.
Oh. Actually, no, Ikram won't be, because Ikram's is a +3 as well.
Oh, this would be 17.
He would be 17.
So it still fails.
Oh, okay.
But
Belvin doesn't.
No, Belvin will. I've already
Wait.
added the +3 on mine.
was this a perception?
Oh,
Wisdom
wait.
save.
Wisdom save, yeah.
It's
No, I haven't.
magic.
Is it based on perception though?
No.
It's magic.
It's a magical. It's magic.
Magic. It's my house, may as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on there, Robert?
Sup,
We're
Strahd?
having a bloody party and
They're going to get something to eat, just so you know, chat. Wonderful. But yeah, he's And next thing you know, Casimir is walking off and back the direction you came, but more southernly.
Has anyone stopped?
Wait, who is that, Casimir?
Casimir, yeah, he just starts wandering off in a different
If
direction.
Belvin turned around and noticed him do that as well, he's going to go over there and kind of put his hand on him and be like, Casimir, are you alright?
Sorry, was it a wisdom save or what was it again?
Where are we?
You did your wisdom save, Rob.
No, what was the thing after that? We had
Roll
D10.
a d10.
Oh,
But yeah, Casimir, you're shaking a little bit by Belvin.
Yeah, I'm just a bit confused.
And what is he? How is he looking after I grab him and shake him a little bit?
After shaking him, there's a moment of like disorientation in his eyes, and then bypasses over him. And he's just like, "You're just under the effect of confusion spell." It clicks in your mind, just like, "Oh,
Can I cast detect magic?
yeah." You can cast detect magic as Ikram also just begins to rotate in a circle slowly.
And then
and I start barking.
do we see him start spinning around and stuff again?
Yeah.
As well. Okay.
He's like 5 feet behind you.
Just doing doughies.
All right, and Belvin's just gonna grab onto Ikram as well. Be like, Ikram, snap out of it.
Oh, Christ, compelled.
May my healing hand.
The power of hell compels you.
As you continue your way through the jungle after dealing with this, this what seems to be a barrier, a radial effect that continues around as long as your spell's range allows it to, in probably a 10-foot, a length of 10 foot deep, constant diameter of confusion magic.
So yeah, we pass through some sort of barrier.
Yep, you pass through a barrier, you get through another one of those as well later on in the afternoon as the sun is beginning to set. As though, the forest begins to open up and you see the jungle opens up to a bit of a cliff that lines around what seems to be a sunken circular city deep within the jungle. As leading through the bushes together, Sandstorm and Bag of Nails. We're across the lost city of Mezro.
That's a city.
As you guys are all up here. I need to put you guys on the map, actually. You guys are all up here. Basically coming out of the forests down around here.
Where's Wally map?
Where is Wally?
Where is my dead mother?
Wow.
Pretty sure she's Ash.
That's the title. Well, I can see it.
How I Met Your Dead Mother.
Oh my god, guys.
Oh, that's not good. Wait, you can see actually it's to the bottom, right? There's two people.
Oh shit.
Is that us two? Wait, looking
Down
out.
here.
Yeah. they're looking out.
Enhance that image.
I know we're at the top left actually.
Yeah, you guys are
There
up
are
at the
two people there. It's Wally.
Is that it?
top. It's Wally and his friend. But as you guys come out of the bushes, out of the thick jungle, you see down the edge of the cliff what seems to be a small little hut city. Bag of Nails looks down and says, "That's where the exiles. That's where we are together, but I am the last one left."
Oh,
Well, that's depressing.
so I can't see any movement or life in this whole city.
No, it is dead.
Even this area where you say he's just
He's pointing down to what seems to be just empty huts and shacks.
How long have you been living like this? By yourself?
I don't know. Years now. Seasons. I don't get seasons anymore. I get rains.
You get rain.
I get rains.
Okay, let's keep going forward.
Can I send Makor out for a little scout? Just
You can send Makor
fly
out
around,
first, yeah.
make sure there's nothing dangerous looking, like walking around.
Yeah. As you take a look over here, are you seeing through the eyes of Makor?
No, that's only within 100 feet, so
Okay.
he'd have to go fly off by himself.
Okay, cool.
Just like do a lap of the place, then sort of come back.
He does, yeah. Goes out and around, follows away. You kind of trace him within the air. The strangest thing you see at the very smack bang of the center of the city is this raised grand temple-like place that seems to directly face you as you're making your way down. As you descend down the cliffs, no matter what angle you're looking at it from, it's always facing you. You can't see around its side. It's this strange effect of this building always pointing towards you.
Do I think it's an illusion or it's actually moving?
Make an Arcana check. And everyone sees this as well.
25.
25. It is a very powerful magical effect. You're not entirely sure the specifics of it.
Okay.
Probably something to be studied. But it is very potent, and it's like looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. In a way.
So we're dying.
No. As you look at the thick stone ramparts that surround the city, most of the walls rise 30 feet out above the water, but the heights vary where the walls have crumbled into ruin, and in some sections they've collapsed entirely. The swamp has bled through into the city within. Behind the parapets, you see the statues of the Mezro beret, these holy Tabaxi warriors, all of them wearing a crown. Most of them have become decrepit with age and fallen apart. Bronze plaques at their feet as you begin to approach identify who the nearest one was. You see these flooded boulevards as well. As Baganez tells you, in the ancient times, visitors would walk down these boulevards to the central plaza, and then take a tunnel to their chosen quarter. The swamps has then flooded the boulevards. Travelers must now paddle in canoes. And you see moss clings to the walls, and busts of noted priests and mages peeking through the muck, busted up. Angel, you recognize the flooded boulevard, and as you look down the flooded boulevard towards the central plaza, as you're approaching from the little hut city, it's very similar to your vision, where you were standing with your back towards this tower. Bahamut was at your side, and there was a big lurking shadow within the water, swimming towards you.
The Kraken.
It was serpentine shape.
Hope not.
I've already dealt with dragon turtle.
Yeah. The Kraken must be a bit stronger than that, I think.
I think it is, yeah. Dragon turtles are pretty strong, though.
We couldn't go against that.
Yeah, the Kraken doesn't stand a chance against space whales.
All right, so what would you guys like to do at this point?
I'd like to recommend that we don't hire the guy that built a city on a swamp to work at Riverguard.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah. Probably because he drowned. That's what I'm going to assume.
Alright,
If
well,
Casimir says that out loud, Bag of Nails will look at you and be like, "No, Holy City was above the water. The swamps had come in, has taken over years ago. In the prime,
Casimir.
the Beret were able. Menu was able to control the seas and the tides and the waters and the creatures who were around Mezro, around Orzem. Keep bringing life into it, holding the tides at bay.
So then, is that one of the kings, I assume?
Yeah, and he takes you over to one of the Beret statues, and you see that this statue is in very, very harsh condition. It's a female figure that seems to be missing the majority of its chest, face, and one of its arms. It does have the crown upon its head, but also it has this strange cloak that has obsidian stone, where the majority of the statue itself is this nice white sandstone. This cloak billows like a cape down of obsidian stone.
I'm wondering if the ability to control the tides is tied to the crown.
He points at the plaque and says, "Gifted by Uptal. Menu was able to control the seas and water of Mezro. That was that beret's gift from Uptal for completing the Shadows Hunt, adding to the crown."
Fucking pretty powerful.
So, finish the trial and you get buffed.
Yeah, wow. Control weather.
Ikram's going to be out of a job.
Nah, you can keep it in the swamp.
As you've come into Mezro Sandstorm, you feel a surge of power from the crown. If you'll check your player items, the Crown of Mezro, you will notice a couple of new things. But what would the rest of the party like to do at this point as they come into the city?
I want to collect some moss and put it in a jar.
Okay, make a nature check. Tell me what you got.
14.
14. Yeah, you can pick up this strange weed that you pull out from the side of a stone hut, and you just look at it, just like, okay, cool. Where you currently are now,
How long is it?
it's a
Okay.
big, massive bundle of it.
Yeah, cool.
Where you are now, you see that this quarter seems to be home to many skilled craft people. You see much further down is a central bazaar, much larger in size to that of Port Nine Zaru, nearly 3 times as large, but old, decrepit, and in ruin at the moment. You get a sense that this place was once filled with wild music and exotic aromas. Some of these aromas then catch your nose, like inviting, and you hear the sounds every now and then as you're walking down the maze-like streets that have now become overgrown with strange musics and tones.
Just want to point something out. Since it might come up, I cast water breathing each morning as a ritual. And that's written down in my bio as well.
Okay.
I've had it there for a while.
And you click it off on you mark it off on your spells as well, do you not?
It's a ritual.
Ah, yes.
So I can cast that
There you
each
go.
morning and
Cool.
the last 24 hours.
Wonderful.
Did you say it was a giant figure up under the water?
Giant shadow. Angel
Uh,
saw.
Angel Saw, yes.
Oh, so she saw it and no one else did.
Yeah. I
There's a vision, I
can't
think.
recall if she told you about the vision.
Angel.
Just thinking about
You muted.
jumping in.
I am muted. Yeah, she told the party about it.
The flooded boulevards matches the description from what Angel's given you.
So if I was to jump in the water,
As you pass through this district of half-flooded, dilapidated structures that rear from muck and vegetation so thick that on some streets blotted out the sun a few places. Get past it, get up on the edge of the parapet, and you look over down at the flooded boulevard. You see murky swamp water, deep.
I feel like we all should like stick together.
Yeah. Hey, where's Sandstorm?
Do you want to know my like opal ability? Am I allowed to tell people?
Absolutely.
Is that a made up thing? If that's realistic.
You can feel the power from both the gems pulsing as if you can use them freely, both powers freely and constantly within Mezro.
Yeah, within Mezro and Awesome, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, awesome.
I can use these powers, but outside of those cities, I can use it once a day. The opal ability allows me to summon a swarm of cats. No, but the cats do. That sounds ridiculous.
Like a swarm of house cats?
I'm not sure what type of cat.
As you think about this and activate the ability, there is out of nowhere from behind a structure about 12 black cats just
and then
like around the corner and they just move around the area.
So I use these cats to charm a person.
What?
And how does that look when I'm doing that?
I mean, does that work on dog people?
Yeah.
What if they don't like cats?
And
it's a charm person. If you want to do it to a person, you can.
Is this either or is this both at the same time? Speak of animals.
Either. So you can use both. You can use one, then use the other.
Okay, so if I want to like speak of animals, I can just cast many cats and they'll help me out.
Yeah.
Well, how does that look? Like, what do the cats do? Do they do some certain dance?
Well, no. If you target someone.
I'm going to don't need to charm it. I'm going to cast Speak of Animals to talk. Can I see this figure underground or?
No, you can't see a figure, but the cats are there, and you can talk to the cats.
I'm just gonna let's see what the cats how they react to this.
I cast Walk on Water on everyone, by the way.
All right, cool.
Water Walk, sorry.
You cast Water Walk while a whole school of cats just rock up out of nowhere. Sandstorm.
It's a school of cats.
What's
the fish?
I don't know.
The old flock of cats.
The old flock of cats. If someone in chat could look that up for me, that'd be great. You squat down and like begin meowing. Everyone hears Sandstorm. A litter of cats as Sandstorm kneels down to this litter and just begins meowing to them.
No, that's a baby.
It's called a clouder. A clouder.
As you meow to this clouder of cats, they meow back to you, and all at once, they basically all go meow, but you hear, Beret, hello.
Hey, so you guys gonna help me out?
Of course, we're here to serve you.
What are you fucking Ishmael? Okay, this is good for my role play. Okay. So guys,
What happened?
Click on the Ishman's photo.
Yeah, essentially that.
This is my view, right?
I haven't got Twitch open.
Okay. So they're all looking at me. So guys, how do you normally charm a person? Would you able to demonstrate?
Make a wisdom save. As they all look at you with just big beady eyes.
They do a Shrek thing, do they?
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
There's so many. It's like overpowered. There's too many.
They act as a conduit.
Oh shit! Look at them all. So they're doing it on me, are they?
Yeah.
But then I'm controlling them. How does that work? Is that like a loop? Is that a loop?
Do you like
they're just-
yourself if you charm yourself?
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know, but as an example, they basically flow the effect of their magic as a clouder together onto you. But then you're just like, oh, okay, so that's how it works. You all look at the
So they give the cute eye. Okay.
Yeah.
That's and then what happens? They'll say dismiss. What happens then? Where they do they come out nowhere or?
Yeah, they just scatter back into nowhere.
So they actually disappear out of sight. They don't like go into a dusted cloud. They sort of run behind corners and then
then they're just not there anymore.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. For the rest of you, you cast Water Walk. Do you guys go into the Grand Canal?
I would say let's not. If Angel think there's something big in the water, probably not the best idea to walk on the water. Yeah, we could walk along the wall.
Yeah, cool.
You know, a group of ravens is called an unkindness.
I thought it was a murder.
No, it's
And
crows.
a group of crows is called murder.
Yeah.
A group of kangaroos is called a troop.
Oh God.
What do you call a
These
group of
names are
gingers?
A group of giraffes is called tower.
Right.
A group of geese is called a
I
gaggle.
should call it like a skyline.
Tower of giraffes.
City skyline. Not
I just imagine they're all like stacked up.
All right. So on task.
Names are bullshit.
A group of flamingos is called a stand.
Angel, as you lead the group towards the plaza, you get the complete feeling of familiarity. You were once here. As you begin to walk towards it, you all hear music though coming from this ruined amphitheater over towards the north from where you guys are. This area up around here, huge in stature, but not as large as the 9-story tall Central Plaza Temple.
Would Angel recognize the music?
You can make a performance check to see if you recognize the sounds and what's going on. Yeah.
21.
21. Sounds like a wonderful play's going on at the moment over there. There are cheers and laughter and a booming narrative that you can't put together, but you can hear like it muffled.
Can we ask
Nails?
Bag of Nails? Yeah.
He said there was no one here.
You're the only one here, huh?
Like I said, the sounds are here, but they're not. Be careful. Do you hear that? And as he put his ears, as he goes like this, the sounds stop.
So that is what you mean.
When you look out for when you become aware of them, they stop.
It's like the ghosts. The past.
It's like Xanakind.
We could play music though. Like,
Don't play Xanakind
it's
music.
like
It's too sad.
the Cantina band.
As you make your way towards the temple, you see that you're probably going to need to cross water to get towards it. As there's steps leading up towards it.
Can I use shape water to make like a frozen bridge, essentially?
Yeah.
Just repeatedly cast it to
Can he
make
do it,
section on
like-
section
You do it like this, Casimir. I like take a step forward, and my feet are going to walk on
onto the next bit.
thin air. But it grows at the perfect time, and at like a platform. It's like complete trust your ability. We just all walk over as like this awesome group, and then the bridge grows. That'd be cool.
Pretty sure I can organize that, right, Carl?
Yeah, easily. All right, so as you come across the water to this grand temple, this gargantuan palace stands at the center of the city. The tall spires encircle the tower of crystal and gold, with each spire linked to the center one by slender buttresses. Whole structure draped in vines and creepers. This spectacular nine-story edifice, built from crystal and gold, its magic allows it strangely to be presented from the same side to each viewer. So if you begin to walk around one side, the whole temple follows along with you as you begin to walk around its diameter of just one 15 foot tall, 10 feet wide stone archway that leads into darkness.
Can I test it out? Can I send McCaw over to the opposite side while looking through its vision and like swap them back and forth?
It's a really weird sensation as McCaw flies up and you're focused on it, that the entrance of the building, even as you're flying up, the arch and the entire building just sticks with you until the entrance or exit is always facing you.
Do you know anything from the Crown, Sandstorm, about this place?
Let me just channel the crown.
You have no idea. You sense the power of lightning and cats.
No, okay, no.
What a combination.
You see vines cling to the surface and its crystal walls are cladded in moss that go up nearly 2 stories. What would you guys like to do? You stand before the entrance. Angel, this is, if you turn around away from the tower and look down one of the canals, this is exactly where Bahamut stood with you. And down the southern facing canal was where the dark shadow swam up towards you.
What time of day is it?
About 11 o'clock. So near noon.
Near noon?
Near noon.
Alright. The first vision that she had, it was dawn. So I'm thinking maybe fight happens at dawn. I
So we're gonna
could
stay
be
the night?
wrong.
So he has to wait here.
This
until
does
then.
look like the best hotel in town.
Yeah. Fit for a king.
She's gonna look around. Question, Kyle.
Yeah?
Are there any wormlings around?
Any wormlings?
Mm-hmm.
Not from what you can see. Even if you extend your senses, you can't pick up any sort of wormling or wormling-like creature. Or even any sort of draconic creature.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I guess we make camp.
You see
We could head inside.
Yeah. Does the crown pull me towards that?
the crown pull you more towards just the central plaza itself.
Okay. So it's sort of made where it's taken.
Yeah.
Does it?
The
sort of-
crown basically tells you it's home.
Yeah, okay.
So like once he's in the central plaza, the pull just sort of stops.
Yeah. It's like the...
Okay, well, since I'm home, I'm just gonna walk straight through the front door like I own the place.
As you do.
Can we enter as
Roll.
a group?
Sandstorm first, but...
I have to go first. I got the crown.
Yeah.
Alright.
You go first.
A long hallway lined with pillars stretches before you. Onyx statues stand in the alcoves, depicting male and female tabaxis in commanding poses. An archway filled with dead blackness looms at the far end of the hall. The last statue of the seven, you see, is in worse disarray than the rest. As you see a moss-covered statue that depicts an elderly Tabaxi holding a clawed paw open towards the heavens, reaching up. Wears the crown. Shoulders and chest are covered with plate-like robes lined with what seem to be fur trim from the statue's carvings. He's got one platinum bracer and he's missing his left arm at the elbow. He's got a cloak of dark stone presented like billowing smoke. At the plaque at its feet, it says, Osor the First. You then see a temple. Well, not a temple, but you then see the dark arch beyond. It's just pure darkness.
How we proceed?
Can we whip out a torch?
What would Angel see? Because she can see 120 feet. In magical and non-magical darkness.
Make an Arcana check.
Gross, a 10.
10. You have to look away from wherever the source of magical darkness is, as there is some sort of intense magical aura coming from that direction that is blocked by this darkness, essentially. So much so it begins to give you a migraine.
Does the crown? Can I like use the crown in some way to see?
You can't see through it using the crown. The crown doesn't allow you to see through it. You stand there with the crown and, let's say, make me a wisdom save. 21, okay. 21. So, this seems to be more like a passageway then, especially with Angel's help. Angel, you come to realize this is more of this darkened archway doesn't lead anywhere, but at the same time it does.
Do I feel good about proceeding with the knowledge from the crown?
With knowledge from the crown, you feel comfortable.
I feel comfortable just to keep walking on. It just feels right.
Comfortable.
Okay.
You don't know where you'll go, where you could end up.
I'm gonna proceed on a gut feeling.
Okay, roll me a d10 as you walk on through.
Okay.
7.
I would say if Sandstorm goes through, everyone would follow.
Can I cast Detect Magic first?
You can. Yeah. As Sandstorm walks through, you cast Detect Magic. As Sandstorm walks through,
Can I make a risk, Casimir?
his back is facing towards you. He walks straight back out.
What are you guys doing here?
You face your friends.
What the hell?
It has intense enchantment, conjuration, and transmutation magic coming from it, of the highest tiers of magic.
So it's just in this archway, right? Like a door, essentially.
It's a plain arch door.
That's strange.
Hey, I don't know what to say. I like
Some sort of portal, I assume.
back to itself. I guess it's not like activated to go where it has to go. Maybe you can have a look. Can you control it?
Is there any sort of like anything that looks like a control mechanism or anything like that around?
Make an investigation check.
19.
19. No activation runes or switches or anything around it. You can make an Arcana check, so can you, Angel.
23.
13.
23.
And 12.
Okay. So, between the two of you, you're able to come to the conclusion that Sandstorm was acting like it was continuing down a hallway. So it continued down a hallway, essentially.
Yeah, and just flipped him around.
Yeah.
You say I was thinking that?
Yeah, as you're marching on down through, there was the little heading down a hallway. You want to power on through, down the hall, down to
Can
wherever
I
you...
go through again and think about
Can we?
my home?
I'll let you do your thing.
Okay. You want to think about your home?
I want to think about Belvin and Casimir's in my home.
Okay. As you walk on through thinking about home, you step out of the darkness and into a home of sorts. A king's home, a king's hall. This glittering platinum throne that stands in one corner of this triangular hall. Before it, an intrinsically detailed mosaic on the floor depicts the city of Mezro from an overhead view, like on the map itself, but alive, thriving, active, still alive. The room is so dark at the edges you can't see the walls, and the air is chilly. You see two columns flank your entrance around the arch. As the steps descend down somewhere else, somewhere below.
If I turn around, what do I see?
As you turn around, you see a plaque above the arch reads, "Ubtao teaches us to bow before no one." And then two columns between the arch that then lead down into spiraling staircases.
So when I thought of home, Crown thought this is my real home or whatever.
It's like a throne room.
Is that what I'm getting from this? It's like this is my true home?
Pretty much. The sense of the next beret at home, where your mother wasn't able to leave. Well, wasn't able to pick up you, Gabba.
Look out. You said I had those like windows and stuff. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can see the floor leads out to above over mosaic living map of Mezro, then clings to darkness out for forever.
So it's definitely not an updated map. Because you're saying everything's alive and
Everything's alive.
I think it looks like a normal town. Like,
That's
looks like a
fully
normal town.
populated.
Fully populated.
Just outside the portal on the map, do I see the party?
No, you see darkness.
Hmm.
Oh wait,
No, on the map while living and stuff.
oh, on the map of living? No, you don't.
They're not there.
They're not there. No.
But okay, I'm gonna turn back and go through, and just think about going back to where I was.
Back to to the hall.
Yeah, back to where the party is.
Okay, so as you think about going towards that hall room that you saw,
Yeah.
going through, and after a couple of moments, after detecting magic, Sandstorm comes out and just out of the darkness and just looks at you all and just... He's back.
That was strange. I explained to the party that I thought of home, but instead of going home, I went to a throne room and it had a map of the city full of life. But you weren't there. It was like, I don't know.
Was it a map of the city full of life, or was he like looking out onto the city?
It was a map.
The map was full of life.
Yeah, it was like a mosaic tile floor.
Can I try something? Casimir, did you want to see if you can come with me?
Yeah, he's pretty curious. He wants to know.
Okay. So we hold hands.
So what did you think?
In the normal way.
What did you say? You thought of?
I thought of home. Like, so I want... I don't know how it works.
Because if Casimir thinks of home, it'll be completely different.
That's what I was thinking. Like, because I thought of home, but it took me there.
I think of what Sandstorm's thinking.
So can I want to go up to Casimir and go, where would you like to go?
I want to go where Sandstorm went.
Okay, I think of the same thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like holding on to Casimir in some way.
I don't know if that'll work.
Because
if Sandstorm describes like...
Yeah, he describes the throne room.
I'll think of just like the throne room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go think of the exact same thing I thought of when I first went through. But this time,
can I hold on to Sandstorm?
You can.
So
we're contacting in some way, and then we go through.
We're holding hands.
We look at each other, and we're kind of like, well, this is it. Then well.
Hope I don't lose my hand.
And as you step through into the darkness, that's where we'll end our session for tonight.
Oh, no. I was just thinking, who's the most curious person here?
Yeah. As soon as you mentioned magic, Casimir's like...
Yeah, because like I didn't know what... I can't really...
Yeah, I want to do it.
I have a weird thing thinking about, like, is this the past? Did I go back?
That's what I was thinking when you said it was like
time machine?
The city full of life.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I need someone with magic skills. Get in here. Casimir, if we're going to die, we'll die together, mate.
I'm too young to die.
That's it's true. That's crazy that it's like alive, and that's what tripped me out.
Well, I hope you guys all had good fun tonight. That was nice. That was nice.
Lots of lore.
Yeah. Lots of lore. Some good fun fighting against another Tabaxi and making friends with him as well.
I wonder why he was so crazy. I'm like, why are you evil, bastard?
Yeah, why are you hitting me? I'm your
I love
brother.
how like the funniest part is like we're about to like kill each other, and then we're like, made each other kiss. You know?
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a flying headbutt.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when they get like the dolls of people and they just go, now kiss.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for the raid by Ash, and thank you so much for the donation by Viridian Knight. Massive shout out to you.
Thank
Dude,
you.
you're the best. And also, like, yes, thank you so much, Jeanette, for being with us tonight.
Yes.
And cannot wait
Thank you.
to continue telling this wonderful story of the life and times of Angel, aka Lawbot. No offense.
This time she didn't have to dive into the notes as much.
Yeah.
The last episode, at least.
We just like nails a bit more.
We've turned the tables.
Now it's just Sandstorm being confused and thinking about home and going to a throne room.
I was just like, I didn't
Good old Sandstorm.
I was just testing it, and it didn't work the way I thought it would work.
Yeah. Did you think you were going to go like home? To
I don't
Greece?
know. I don't know. That's what I thought. Like,
Would it be to Greeners? Would it be to Riverguard? Would it
Yeah,
be to like the desert?
because it probably goes to your like subconscious, and then goes, "What's the real home?" or whatever.
Home
I
is
don't
where the
know.
heart is.
Yeah, you
And
know.
you
What I mean?
teleport inside your own body.
Because you know, if you think of home, like it like knows what home is. I don't know. It might be like that.
Yeah. We'll figure out next episode on Dragon's Brew, but
Okay.
also massive shout out just for Jeanette, just again, thank you so much. Where can we find you on the internets?
You can. I'm so tired. You can find me on Twitter. I don't really post things, but I'll link it in chat.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you can find me on Saturdays on the
Oh,
Vice.
yes, right.
Hey, Kyle, what's that thing?
You can catch Ned and myself in the Vice over on Tall Squall's channel at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where good fun things are going to be happening. And I received a post-it note from your character, basically. Thanks.
Yeah, she just snuck off.
Yeah, you just stuck up, so like I got to deal with the rest. So I just got drunk. But thank you so much.
What time does it
Oh,
start
she
for-
snuck off with your character's gold purse.
I had to borrow from the Tabaxi. I had to borrow from Axel. I was like, Axel, can you buy me this? I was like, okay. All right, send it to me on the Discord there, pal. But yes, till next time, you can catch us here, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, as we continue our wonderful story in this lost city of, well, the now found city of Mezro, and
They're not so lost.
and uncover the secrets of this ruined Tabaxi holy city, as the new quote beret of the crown is going to undertake his trial.
Trial, but with great reward, that's for sure.
But let's
Anton-
see if he passes.
We're like, will Casimir and Sandstorm survive?
Yeah. Will
Find
they
out
solve
next
the mystery or die?
Oh, no. Dragon Brew Z.
Until next time, guys, gals, non-binary pals, you know what to do.
Shout out to Kyle.
Stop. I'm trying to find a 20 on the dice.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. That's a 20.
Don't give us the 2.
Rolled an 8. Damn it, so close. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry, Pale Lord. Sentinel. Ooh, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wonderful.